Roger Wilco. You know what? I'll take that challenge. Repeat. God damn it. I need a medic.
I heard him. Who's the Terminator? Where's Arnold?
Get
There it
Robocop.
is.
Even radio check, 113.1 over.
Got to do the job.
Alpha radio check, 113 over.
Okay.
Bravo, Radio Liam Charlie 113, over.
Please.
Oh, this is
Let's
Derby
go for it.
Radio.
Roger out.
3.1, over.
Leaving Charlie, point 1 over. Doc, Wang is my CLS.
Got it.
Is that everybody already in? On time? Holy fuck.
Good shit. Alright, Sergeant Bateman, is everybody set?
Stefanix?
Just waiting on Wang to grab CLS, but you should be able
Copy.
to start.
Alrighty then. Go ahead and thank you to the fill-ins for showing up. This is going to be a super awesome training time.
You're welcome, God.
Couldn't do it without you. Again, I apologize for the unconventional nature by which I am communicating with you, but there was no way in fuck I was going to miss my
Well,
first
hello
squad
there,
training
Hardman.
as leader of 1-3, because I love my boys, and, all points in between. Alright, so today we're gonna start off with sort of some foundational stuff. This is stuff you guys already know. But I see no reason not to go ahead and hammer it just a little bit and make sure that it is nice and solid. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to get too into being super speaky and shit. What I'm going to do is go through and ask you guys some questions and get the answers from you, just to make sure everything's nice and solid, and we can discuss them as we go. So first off, this is day one OSUT stuff. So Private Darby, this should actually be right up your alley. What are the 5 warrior skills that we teach in OSUT and we maintain throughout our time here?
1 second, let me get my notes.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and read them off. That way, it saves a little bit of time. I know you're pretty new to this, so that's all right. The 5 warrior skills we cover are shoot, move, communicate, sustain, and survive. If you do all of these things, you will always be perfectly fine and you will make it back to base unless something just heinous happens. Shooting's pretty self-explanatory. It's putting rounds on target at an area target for like suppression or point target.
Did you build this,
like
Hardman?
a man, Vic, what have you. Moving, you want to make sure you're getting to where you go. A lot of these are pretty interconnected with one another. When you move, you want to go from cover to cover. That's part of surviving, keeping yourselves alive. Communicate, to me, is one of the most important. You want to verbalize everything you do, say, hey, I'm moving, or I'm set, covering, reloading. You want to send up your contacts, things like that. Does anybody have any questions there, or comments?
Negative.
Negative.
Copy that. And normally I wouldn't ask you to speak up if you do, but if you do have a comment or question, just say,
Tell these buildings to stop
your
killing
name
my
has
guys.
a comment or a question because I can't see the C's and Q's. All right, the Krashevsky, picking on you next, my friend. We're going to go and ask you what are the 3 Ds we talk about when running up a contact?
Is that a hard no?
Distance, direction, description.
Very good. Yeah, so anytime you see a contact or a spot report, remember those are 2 different things. Contact is something that's shooting at you or you are shooting at. A spot report is something you have seen, also heard. Just sort of falls under that same category. You want to go best case scenario, say, squad size element, infantry, 350, 500 meters out. That gets me all the information I need to send it up platoon, right?
Fake news. This thing doesn't even work.
If you just have a rough direction, like a cardinal direction, that works too. Like their north, medium range, squad size element, something like that. That's okay. Just the better information you've got to send up, the better I've got to send along. And that's really all there is to it. Try and avoid things like to your right, to your left, or oh, they're a long ways out, or oh, they're super close, or something like that. Don't be too fudgy with that. Make sure that it's as good information, and don't be afraid to go correction or send up an update of that information. Other things you can send up are like direction of travel. Are they moving right, left? Are they closing? Are they moving away? Do you see any RPGs? Or if they're like vehicles, do you see things like AGSs, autocannons, things of that nature? So the more information you can collect and the more concisely and quickly you can get it up, the better. Alrighty. Let's see. Private Huang. I've got a question for you now. Alright, when you get into contact,
How do you spell voyeur?
what are the steps you take to deal with that contact?
Voyeur?
Drop down,
Yeah, that works.
find cover, and suppress, even if you can't see where it's coming from. Just put the rounds out into whatever cover they can be hiding behind. And then from there, you need to, well, if you're responsible...
Okay, that's
Yeah. Well...
Hardman, I know you know how to spell it.
Oh, keep going. Sorry.
Don't mind the cherry coke, guys.
Oh, no worries. If you're responsible, then you should send a team to maneuver, and then keep the pressure on from a base of fire team. So, in other words, keep suppressing. And if you can maneuver on them correctly, then you should be able to deal with the contact.
Mrs. Ikstar.
Right. All right. So the way I've been taught, and you're pretty much right on there. The way I've been taught it is get to cover, right? Then find, fix, flank, and eliminate. So you figure out where they are. You want to communicate the entire time you're doing this. And when you take contact, say, hey, we're in contact from wherever. You find them. You send up that information. Constant pipeline.
Okay, Google.
Cannot stress that enough. You
How
fix
do you spell
them.
voyeur?
So like you said, you suppress them. You keep them in that position, and do everything you can to render them ineffective. As your sister element, be that another fire team, another buddy team, squad, what have you, moves in, flanks around, maneuvers, and flanks them to eliminate them. And they'll push through and they'll mop up that contact.
Right,
then you'll consolidate and continue your movement through the areas.
Stop distracting me, guys. I'm trying to listen.
That's that I wanted to go over. After, like I said, this is pretty straightforward. All right. Can anybody tell me the difference between a BTR and a BMP?
BMP has tracked wheels. BTR has 8 rubber tires.
Yep. there you go. That's much it. BTRs. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay, we're solid. Yeah, that's absolutely it. Now, BTR is considered motorized, and that's mostly because of the wheels. You can engage either of those things with a law or an AT4. You can engage a BTR pretty easily with HEDP rounds from
Whereabouts you
40
live,
mic
Kerr?
or Mark 19. So keep that in mind. That being said, of course, you want to communicate either of these up. Can anybody tell me whether or not you should ever engage either of those with small arms, like an AR or an M4?
Negative.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
You fired. Oh,
You absolutely. Oh,
I'm not
go
gonna
ahead.
lie. I dig
I thought
this.
I thought it was.
He
okay
couldn't
to fire
actually
the
do
BTR's tires
anything
with
in
the,
game,
240 as like a last resort.
so he's going over at least part of the
240 Bravo
training to sand
can
table himself.
punch through
That's fucking
sometimes. Yeah, but with the stuff that's in a rifle squad, you can't. It basically just goes, "Hey, here we are. Please murder us." But yeah, the weapons actually does have a lot of tools to deal with these things. You can do a little bit with that 7.62 from their 240s, and the Maws is just godlike when dealing with them. But generally, a rifle squad, with the exception of the law and the AT4, you just want to stay the fuck away from things like BTRs, BMPs. Even gases, you want to engage them more with like, a 40 millimeter, something like that.
What's the
Any
hotkey
other questions, comments, concerns on that?
to get rid of the HUD here in Zeus?
Negative, Sergeant.
Thank you. All right. Let's see. Should you ever engage a helicopter with small arms?
Negative.
Damn good shot.
That's
If you
right.
think you can hit the
Not
pilot.
within not within a
you
rifle
really
squad.
shouldn't.
Not unless for some
Yeah,
reason it lands.
like most helicopters are going to have. Yeah, and at that you're more suppressing whoever is in it than you are actually damaging. These things are not super well armored, but they have a decent bit of skin on them, and their pilots are behind bulletproof glass, generally speaking. Not to mention the fact that they're generally going really fast. So the likelihood of you hitting it with your M4 or a 249 and actually doing anything are extraordinarily low, unless you just somehow manage to consistently, land
No.
on their like anti-torque rotor or something like that. Which I really don't think there's anybody in the unit that can do that. Anywho, so that's that. Just don't draw fucking unnecessary attention to yourselves to get yourselves killed, because they can follow your tracers, and they will, especially if they're intelligent. And all of these systems, the helos, they're mechanized, they're motorized, all have things that can definitely wipe out an infantry squad, and can definitely, if not wipe out a platoon, really fuck its day up. So you don't want to draw their attention at all. Call it up, communicate with one another, do what you can, but at the end of the day, focus on surviving. Any questions
Yes, Sergeant.
on all of that? We just
He's not in game.
go ahead, Specialist Segura.
He's on.
Thank you, Sergeant.
phone.
Oh, you're not here, so I don't have to really stand up. But
He doesn't have a computer.
anyways, question. Last operation, we did have a helicopter chasing us, and we did shoot at it, I guess, to suppress the gunner from shooting us. Or I don't know why we were ordered to, though.
I can touch on that. I came down from platoon HQ.
Yeah.
To shoot at it.
Okay, A-firm, thank you.
I wouldn't generally advise that. I mean, if they have a beat on you, it is what it is. But generally, you just my opinion and my understanding of doctrine is dumb. It's more dangerous than it is helpful.
Hey, for
Sergeant Heckman, are you able to speak a little bit more to that?
A-firm, Sergeant. Yeah, basically the only reason you were given that order is because Thunder was shot down trying to engage it by that fucking long-range SAM. So it was either we dealt with it and hopefully fucking snipe that fucking driver or out of there, or pilot, or we sit there and we just let it keep fucking strafing us. But yeah, that's the only reason that we were ordered to. It's because Thunder could not, get it done, and apparently the Apache was unable to engage either.
All right. It's fair. I can see that sort of a last ditch sort of thing. That Potential 1-3. Good evening, Lieutenant Tell.
Carry on.
Copy that, sir. All right, that concludes the sort of academic portion of this afternoon's training. So I'm going to hand this over to Lieutenant Melius and Sergeant Bateman, Sergeant Heckman, to take you guys over the MOUT course. We're going to work on integrating you guys into your fire teams, getting the team leaders all sort of squared away, used to one another. It's going to be a hell of a lot of work. I've told them to really dial up the heat on y'all. So, anywho, I'm going to step back and let them handle that. Is there anything anybody else would like to add before y'all get started?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative.
Negative.
Copy that. All right. Best of luck, gents. I will be watching.
Stunning.
Real simple here. I was asked to set up a few exercises for you guys. First, Urban Combat Training Center. I filled in the area with some enemies, as well as a few civilians. So do obviously PID before you pull the trigger, gents. Sergeant Bateman's going to start us out here by going ahead and walking you guys through the shoot house that's in there. Really simple, so you guys can discuss some of those finer details, the minutia of what you guys are going to be expected to do. Once that's completed, like I said, the overall mini town is populated, so you guys can go ahead and have at that. Get used to working as your new teams. And after that, if we have time, we're supposed to be going over Battle Drill 1 Alpha with Sergeant Bateman. And I guess to that end, there are going to be a few objectives that I set up here, rather small, but it's going to allow you guys to go ahead and work on that battle drill. Obviously, that's going to be later if we have the time. So I've created a nice little easy way to get around. So if you guys go up to this pole, we're going to go to the shoot house first.
All right, we'll see you guys over there.
Whoa, hey, hold up.
Nice pull, Melius.
What the... Okay.
This is new.
Climb up.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
I will fix.
Lieutenant, I'm in the floor.
May I go home?
Climb up and you'll be fine.
Just climb up and you should be good.
All right, stand by one. I just want to quickly take a quick peek at this.
Yep.
Spacebar.
Give me your hand, Clark. There we go.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
He's out of the well.
Can we execute the flagpole?
Are we allowed to lock and load?
I'm going to leave that up to Sergeant Bateman, depending on what you guys, what he's wanting to do right now. And
You want us to lock and load?
I affirm. I feel like we're more than comfortable shooting rounds first round. So with that said, throughout this shoot house, one of the main things that we're going to be focusing on is making sure we're checking all of our corners as well as full security, like 360 security, making sure that you don't have an option for Op4 to walk up your ass if you somehow miss a corner. It does happen, so don't give any Op4 any opportunities. There's lots of doors, and quite frankly, it's a fucking maze, so make sure you keep your communication up. and everyone is aware of where each other are going. Our first round through this, I don't expect anything. I don't expect this to be a sprint. I expect this at more of a jog. I feel like we're more than comfortable with our previous training from Sergeant Lenko that we'll be able to complete this with relative ease. However, with that said, we would need to be focusing on the fundamentals, making sure that we're communicating. That's the primary thing. CQB is all communication. Does anybody have any questions?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative, Sergeant.
Alright, we're going to be taking this by teams. I'll start with Alpha. Alpha stack on the right.
Plugs in, earplugs in, butt plugs out, guys.
Aww.
Earplugs in.
Officer Bravo, do you want us to move up to the observatory?
Yeah, you may as well.
3-2.
I believe we are short one, so we're just going to do this as a 3 stack. One
Yeah,
set.
he's outside the.
Say again, LT.
3-1 or 3-2.
Move up to the,
I don't think we should for the
Say again,
first
Darby,
time.
you say
like,
2
I
sets?
think it should be
Yes.
well.
You might want to teleport the last Alpha back in here.
I will
He's
do that
running
right
around
now.
the outside.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Yeah, we'll just continue without him. He can catch up.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
One set.
Also, I think you're on Whisper.
Lieutenant Melius, are you on 3-1?
I am.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm on 3-1 then too.
Yeah, I don't hear you at all.
Perfect. Yeah, if you need me, I'm there. Easy to.
That's fine.
Well, I always need you. So you tried to get me hacked?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Alright, I'll be back.
Pie.
Don't even get me started.
Doors on the right and left.
That was so
I'm going to
annoying.
be going in and going left.
Who's the one that's left?
Got 3 doorways. Someone take the
Lane.
right. I'm taking this left one. I'm pieing
We were
it.
missing the private.
One down.
Gotta climb up.
There he is.
Gotta climb up,
There's
private.
Wayne.
Scratch second contact.
There you go.
Copy. Go in. Follow him in.
Wayne.
To the door.
Your team's in the door. Go, go, go.
Taking this last
Lock and
doorway.
load and
Pieing.
go.
Why'd
Last
you
room
say
clear.
something?
Oh,
I'm on you, Darby. Take point.
How about that boy?
Copy. Feel free to follow us in. Follow us in, or take us
I
in, Darby.
hate this.
I'm going.
I hate this kill house so much.
I got the second door.
First
Oh my
I'm
god,
pieing
do
this
I hate
hallway.
it.
You got
when
my
I
left.
first started here,
Look at this.
Kill House for the
What is
target
this?
down.
weekend,
What is
I'm
this
going in,
here?
going left.
command.
What are you supposed to
were
do
the
here?
last ones to
Got
do
a
it. It
long
was like
hallway, long
cap
hallway.
This is
everywhere,
retarded.
and
Right?
they
Someone
just
take that.
fucking destroyed us.
Out the hall.
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm horrible at
okay,
this.
I'm gonna teach you guys
I
how
used
to
to be
do
a
MOUT.
medic.
And I'm,
Why
you're
are
gonna
we
enter
doing
this
this? I was a
hallway.
medic.
Okay, entryway on the left. Perfect.
So this is
Entryway on
my
the
first
right.
time
Wait a
doing
minute.
this.
There's
The door on the
another
left.
one.
I'm gonna push past. You take the door.
It's just
Where
like,
did LT go?
I got
Is somebody
2.
coming through the floor again?
It's just designed to like fuck you up.
And my gun will fire. I forgot to take it off safety.
it's
That
just
would have
like
been
solid
bad.
base. You just gotta
Played
sit
Arma a
2
long
people
time
take
too,
that
and I
last door on
don't
the
think
back
I've
left.
Yeah,
ever
that shouldn't happen
seen
again. I fixed
I
that.
got the doorway.
Sorry.
a group of buildings
Pie in
built
as you
this
go
way.
by. Copy. Pie this door that I'm on as you go by. Take that
Don't
left.
salute me in the field, Sullivan.
The best way I ever had it described to me was imagine that you're spraying paint.
I'm moving with you, Huang.
You want to cover every wall.
Darby, Krasinski, take the next room.
Because then
I'm
the
pieing
thing
this.
you want to do is when you go around the corners, you want to like spraying into that wall.
Got a door on the right. Contact. Dropped one.
Take
You
care,
can go in
brother.
hard left. You're clear. I got the doorway.
Going left.
Alright.
Yeah, you
Left.
want to
That
stay
right
closer
door.
to the wall.
Other room. He's
Copy.
down.
One down.
Make sure you guys call it
Left there.
I got
doorways,
this doorway.
hallways,
You got that next room.
any points they
Yeah, stand by.
Copy.
get to us.
Good.
Alright, going
Let
left.
me know when you
One
got
down.
your section clear.
So I can see it.
Copy. I'm
changing
going
mags.
in. I'm
I'm
pieing.
on your 6.
Copy. Contact right.
Liz coming your way.
Changing mags. I got a door on the right and left. You take right. I got left.
On the right.
Yeah, let's get the first one clean.
Copy. Take them left.
Flying it.
Down.
But yeah, like you can't really
You on me?
communicate too
Yep.
well during this. Like if you're
I'm gonna go in and go right. Hard right.
Copy. I'll follow the
Reaching
wall.
right.
Yeah, they are.
Good. It's clear.
Copy. Continue back. Alright, let's
Make sure you
push
guys
out.
call out your target.
Did you guys find
Like
an
we
exit
should
on the area?
learn, you know, like triple
Copy.
triple
We're on
room
you then. I
clears.
have no idea where it is.
Those buildings with like the staircase in them and stuff. Like that's where we should be learning. Like actual Arma buildings. These are
Same thing,
fucking. These are not. I mean, they're Arma buildings, obviously, but they're not.
Alright, let's take it
Arma
back to
buildings.
the main area. Spectators, if you want to come down, and I'm going to have some questions for you guys.
We that's funny.
And these big ones eat you. And Hardman said,
All
"Fuck
right.
off" when I told him to fix it.
Copy. I saw somebody up on the balcony. I want their feedback.
There he is.
But with that said, Alpha, do you have any comments or things that you noticed that could have went better?
I did not take my gun off safety.
That's one of the big things. Make sure at the beginning of an operation you do that. Don't be that guy.
Is the last man supposed to
Agreed.
hold security on the edge of the outside of the building while their appointment is breaching the front door or something of the building, Sergeant?
It's situational. For this situation,
Oh, I'm not referring
it's
to
not 100%
memorizing the
necessary,
layout.
but in a combat
That's
situation,
that's just
that
kinda-
last guy being at the corner, that allows any squirters to run out the back. They immediately get dropped by him.
That's just one of the shitty
and
things
it
about
also
Arma.
keeps security
so
up.
there's just a finite
It just
number
kind
of
of
buildings.
expands the 180 into more of a 270-degree security. Just more security.
Roger, Sergeant.
Alpha, anything else?
No, Sergeant.
For whoever was spectating, I'm not sure. What did you see? Did you see any fuck-ups that you think should be corrected?
Sergeant, I only saw two really minor things that are very easily fixable. So guys, when you go to pie a door, you stacked up like this. Don't pie it like this and then come back. See, running, it puts more of your body exposed, and you don't have as much time to line up your shot if you need to take one. So instead, make sure to lean and then walk to the door frame, take a shot if you need to, then come back, right? By walking, it exposes your body, so your body profile is much smaller. And by walking, it gives
He's actually not. You wouldn't do that in real life.
Angle
You present your full body forward
and not get shot
so that
in
you get
return.
shot in
Does
the
that make
chest
sense?
and not only in your head.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna get shot, I'd rather be shot in my legs or arms
Now,
instead
the
of
other
getting
thing
shot
that I
just in
saw,
my head.
If you got a long hallway,
But
let's
for
say
Arma
like,
purposes,
let's say I got
sure.
a long wall on my left, and Sergeant Bateman and I are going down a hallway.
Plus,
and
you
we
move
have this
faster
door
when
on
you're
our right.
when you're not
Who do you
leaning.
think should be pieing that door, me or Sergeant Bateman?
No, the point
Should
the
be me.
point is when you
It should be
is
Sergeant
to get forward.
Correct. Why should it be me?
Rifle
Let's
forward.
just go.
Because you already have eyes into the room. It's basically just that you have better eyes into the room, and then if
Technically,
Bateman decides to be the one pieing,
Like
he
I
can
think
move
we
in front of
should.
you, he
I think
has
we
better
should
eyes
third
down the
person
hallway.
peek it because you can't really peek in
The
Arma.
real answer is that I have the better angle. When
Yeah.
we pie anything, whether it's a
Ooh,
room
good point,
in a
Stefan
building
X.
or the corner of a building outside, whenever we want to pie, we want to do so with the greatest possible angle because, again, that minimizes my exposure and it gives me the perfect angle to take a shot. So while Sergeant Bateman covers the hallway in our direction of travel, I can lean and I can take that pie, take a shot if I need to, come out, then I can hold the hallway while he breaches the room. Does that make sense?
Hey, fair point.
Alright, that's it for me. Thank you, Sergeant.
Alright, I didn't notice anything myself, mainly because I was primarily going through it. Thank you, Sergeant Arch, for having a look from the top down. Alpha, do you have any more comments or questions?
Negative, Sergeant.
Negative.
Alright.
Sergeant
Sergeant
Bateman,
Clark?
real quick. By chance, I didn't notice any flashbangs go off. Now that's like something that we're always going to want to keep doing. There were several rooms you knew there was a guy in there. Make sure you chuck one in. Like there's no rules against it. Just get that shit done. Get in that fucking habit of being able to switch to your throwables, get them in the fucking doorway, and then do your breach. Like that's something that, just like comms, I'm always going to be bringing up. Use your throwables; it'll save your fucking life.
I agree. I do have one comment on why I didn't use any personally.
Go ahead and send it.
For all of the targets in which I saw, while I was pieing, I was able to mitigate the target as well as see a majority of the room. Therefore, I didn't see a need to use any, at least for my specific rooms.
Roger.
So that's just for me. But that is something to take into note. The next time, Alpha, I want to hear a couple flashbangs go off.
Certainly.
Roger, Sergeant.
All right, Sergeant Clark. Of course, yours.
Gray, you want to set up in the corner for security?
Yep.
Alright, bro, let's get set up.
Yeah, we might as well.
What do we have over there still?
Great set.
Square set.
That's a set.
Alright.
With one burst, Gray could have took them all out.
Breaching going right.
Go left. Got a door.
Get door left.
Going right.
Doorway right.
Going left. Holding hallway.
Hudson, you guys breach. We'll hold hallway.
Yep.
Copy.
All right.
Go ahead.
Hudson, hold it 1 second. Let me pie. All right, right looks clear. Go in and go left. Holding hallway.
All right.
Sabura, I got these
Going
two
right.
doors. You watching the left door?
One down.
Yep,
firm.
room clear. All right, going back out.
Backing out.
I cover door. Cover
All
hallway.
right, holding hallway.
Holding hallway.
Alright. Pieing Sabura on me.
On you.
Contact.
Right?
When you
Dude,
go
this
left-
kill house is so dumb.
This room's clear.
Because no matter what you
Yeah,
do, you can always be like, oh, well, what if a guy did this?
Just down
Then
one
you're
in
dead.
there. All right, Hudson. Once they go in, go ahead and move up past the door.
Got it.
Graham on you.
Is that the one that's down?
Yes.
All right, going in, going right.
I'm going left.
All right, Hudson,
All right.
move up.
Stop crouching.
Contact.
Moving up.
Both of them are
All right, go
crouching.
ahead and pie.
Covering.
Going right.
Going left.
Stop crouching as well.
All right, come back to you.
Once they regroup, we're going.
What are these
I'll
two
go
doing?
right.
All right, yeah, I'm
Hallway or room?
covering hallway.
The room.
Get in there, babies.
All
What are you
right, so room. All
doing?
right, go ahead. If it looks clear, go ahead and pick a direction.
For our buddies to get back.
Yeah.
Staying in this room.
No joke.
Hey,
That's
from
why,
now till the
you know,
flashback.
yesterday when Cat was like, you'd never send 8 people to clear a compound, and I was like, I watched the United States
Don't
Army
flag,
put
don't
like
flag.
fucking 40 dudes into one warehouse. There was like 20 of them stacked on top of each other, so I might disagree. We're not Navy SEALs. We're you know, we're United
Alright, come
States
back up.
Army.
I got a hallway.
All right. I got. I'll cover the hallway.
Hudson, Gray, come up on us.
We got a
Yep,
door on
moving.
the right.
All right, Hudson, go ahead.
We're going to
It's
them.
We'll cover doorway.
Yeah,
so
to
we
our
got
left.
regroup.
To our left. That door on my left.
All right.
That
moving.
one right there. Yep. Moving to you.
Sabura, let's push into this room to the right. Or is that another exit?
All right. I don't know.
On the left.
The room. Alright, you guys
Alright, what happened here?
Fine.
Why did we bug? Oh, there. Whoops. I don't know. I thought they were here for some reason.
Hudson, stay up on the left.
As long as they have a guy holding it.
Door on the right.
Hold there. Hudson, pie.
See, for armor purposes, I like that. One man can clear this. You don't need a guy
Door
going,
at the far end. I'm holding.
you
I'm
know,
covering
right, because there's nothing
Watch the
here.
door
It's a
at the far
square.
Hudson, take that door.
Going in, going right.
Hallway.
Playing right. Going in, going right.
Technical difficulties.
Door.
But I say you don't even want to move quickly.
Is at least a...
Going in, going right. Door on the right.
There we go.
That's an exit. Two coming out. I got the hallway.
Alright, the left looks clear for you, and the left looks clear here. Alright, alright, who's behind me?
That's the Greer.
I want
Come in.
anybody to tell them
Yeah, come up on the right.
that they're doing it too slow.
Alright, so your guys.
Try me. Try me.
This one's clear.
It looks like it's opening at the
Whoa!
right. Go
Yikes! What in the world, Clark?
Someone on the right got him. Alright, don't move that far. Let me pie that opening. It opens around to the left. How's the right look?
Right,
No,
looks
this
clear.
one. Over here. Over here towards me.
Yeah, if you go right, go right. Don't fucking swing around and shoot past your buddy's nose hole.
Alright, cross, alright, Clark's there. Alright, Hudson, I'm gonna go in, go right.
Alright, going in, going left.
But this goes to show you, a new team leader, the other three, and then one fill
Hey, what
in,
about this guy? Did we kill this guy?
and then two are whatever. They're doing it through sheer communication.
Exit was over.
That is all that's happening here. The technique of the crouching, all that stuff is whatever, but they're doing it through just pure comms.
Alpha's Bravo, we're all clear in here.
Copy. I'll meet you back at the beginning.
Yeah, cardboard is definitely not cover. Unless you're playing airsoft. Can a BB go through cardboard?
You're on the cycle.
Affirm. Safety.
Yeah, I'll leave that to.
Agreed, Littleberry. Agreed.
Your team.
Yeah. Everyone here?
Affirm.
I did pretty well there. There is one point where I know I would have got smoked because I missed the guy on the left until I was already in the middle of the room. Just remember, stick towards the walls, and with the buddy teams, we did a good job of keeping together there and clearing out pretty quickly. If you take out an enemy in a room when you're pieing, I'd like to see it flashed. I know we only did that once. It's kind of hard here with the shoot house because everything is so open. But other than that, I think we did pretty well. Communications
Never
was
shot
good.
an airsoft gun.
Sergeant Bateman, you probably had a better view up high.
I didn't see a whole lot more than what you touched on. I know for a fact that the buddy teams were kept exceptionally well, and that was really good to see. As well as pieing all doorways.
Negative.
One other thing that needs to be said.
They got some forces.
Everybody I know for a fucking fact could hear Gray talking, and that's exactly what you need within these CQB situations. You don't necessarily need every single one of you talking as much as him, but when you have someone that vocal, when you're not even in a room, you can get an idea of what the room looks like, or the hallway, how many doors, stuff like that. So that is something that I think we can all keep up and just stay vocal. I would like to be able to picture a room before I walk into it, just based off of what people are saying. So good shit on that.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That's all I had.
I did have two quick things, if I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
We definitely got better as we went along. There was a point at the beginning, right in this first room, right here, where Hudson and me both came out. I didn't see the guy over there, and then Hudson moved up, and there was a guy right there. And that's just a thing of this is a really tricky hallway to go through.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something you have to keep control of. And then one other thing, I don't think we ever cleared this room right here. There is a guy in there, and me and Hudson were stacked up on this wall. This is my fault as well. Me and Hudson were stacked on this wall waiting because we thought that there was only 1 or 2 rooms to clear in here when the other team went in. So we were waiting for them, and then they said, "Hey, just move to us." So I should have asked. I assumed that they had they saw us and knew that this wrapped around, but no, this was just a room that we never cleared out. So we actually missed that guy.
Copy that. Yeah, that's my bad. I should have kept better track. I didn't even know this led to another.
Yeah, we thought
like
we
said.
thought we were going the main way and you were going.
Yeah, that's also what I thought.
Hey, firm on that.
So,
but we should have made sure that me and Hudson should have made sure that was clear before we out.
What the fuck?
That was it. That's all I had.
all right, anyone else from Bravo?
Negative.
Negative.
Sergeant Hackman, do you have anything?
Avro, everybody pile in here. Let me through. Let me through. Get in real nice and tight. Through here.
Please make way.
Through here.
Wait for me.
Okay. Get up in here, in this hallway here. Alright? And as you go, look at this room right here. Okay? When Sergeant Clark went to clear this room, during that exercise, he can see that corner's clear. Obviously, there's not Slenderman sitting in his fucking corner, right? So he knows this is all clear. So in his just natural turning, he's clearing the room. One man, right? So that's perfectly fine. in the scope, right? These right corner fucking doorways and stuff, one man clears. That's A-okay, especially if it's a small fucking room. He goes in, he can clear it, and then he's out, right? And then, but over here, this entryway in this room enters into the middle. You can't peek left, and you can't peek right. And I believe this is the room where Sergeant Clark went right, and then when he cleared this target, he turned around and engaged this target. Now the problem with that is that Segura was right here when he engaged that target, shooting right past his nose. Don't do that, okay? This sort of room requires 2 people, all right? Because there's two danger spots in these corners. So you know how to do it. I'm not gonna even go over it, mainly because I don't know how. But yeah, you guys know how to do it. So like that was really the only 2 things. Also, watch your crouch. Like if that's what you use to slow yourself down, that's perfectly fine. But you typically want to be upright so that way you can move into and out of these danger areas quickly. Okay, and we move faster when we're upright. That's why we evolved. Okay, you guys tracking?
Yep. Yeah, like I said, that was my fault.
Interject on this, on these type of doors, Sergeant.
Say again?
Sergeant Clark, if I may borrow you for a second, stack up first. So on these type of doors, obviously, you don't want to do this if there's something right there that you have no idea what's behind there. But if that's just a regular wall and you got a door that enters into the middle like this, the second man pies it, right? All he has to do is this. Bam. Then that's a wall behind it. All right? I can see into this corner. Sergeant Clark there can see into my corner, and then I call the ball. Going in, going left. Bam. We both took down both targets simultaneously like that.
Yep. And very slick and very smooth. Like speed is like if you noticed, Bravo did it slightly slower than Alpha did. But no big deal. They didn't handle each room, each scenario the same. And that's something that you have to know. There is no 100% right way to fucking do this shit, right? We do this through sheer communication. You had a new team leader with 1 fill-in and then two old heads, right? So, like, you don't expect there to be fucking seamless cohesion. But, again, they fucking worked it out. They used their fucking comps. So, good shit. That's what we all want to do. Right? Communication. I don't ever want to hear anyone in Havoc 1 be like, well, that's not the way that we do it. We do it this way, where we pie like... No, none of that shit. Okay? Your fucking team leader is the one that sets your pace. He sets your tone. You go off of him, whether you're filling in or whether you're with one of us. Okay? And that is super, super important, Havoc 1, okay? Just make sure we do that shit. Whoop!
Outstanding. Special Segura, you had something?
Negative. It was covered. Thank you.
Copy that. Yeah, that was my fault when I breached that there. That's when I was talking about where I would have got smoked. Because I went in there.
I said that for you.
Around and then just see him looking at me. That was my fault shooting past Segura.
Actually, I did have a comment. I was trying to cover the hallway, though, because I wasn't sure we were even going into that room. I was waiting for them to clear the other room before we went into that room.
Yeah, just a lapse of comms. I mean, it happens. Yep. You'd end up being okay, and he... luckily he didn't shoot you in the face, which would have been pretty embarrassing.
Yep.
Dear Mrs. Segura.
He died valiantly. Alright, that's all I had, so if you want to continue, Sergeant Bateman.
Right.
Oh, wait, LT, did you have anything?
Hey, firm, I do have one point. Don't forget, guys, make sure you have your weapons on full auto when you come in here. When you're clearing a building, I should not be hearing bang, 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 single shot. You should be ripping that sucker in full auto, regardless if you're packing an M4. So that's all I got at this point.
Right.
Ephraim.
Go that, LT.
Ephraim. Sergeant Clark, do you have anything you want to touch on before Alpha takes it again?
Nope, I'm all set.
Sounds good. All right.
Now someone lead me out of here, please, because I'm feeling claustrophobic.
Honestly, I'm just going to jump the wall. That's what I'm doing.
Someone hold the LT's hand. We'll get you out of here, LT.
Okay, thank you.
We know where
don't make me hold the map now.
Back up.
Waiting on you.
We're doing this
Someday
again.
would be
One set. Yeah, just do single.
Bravo for a second.
Just keeps it simple.
Yeah, it's about to line up. Got for Bravo.
Well, let's go up to the observatory.
Oh
I
boy.
mean, now that we've
On
been
you,
through it,
because
go up.
Don't forget to go.
I
on
need to
Whisper.
have like a training plan where you guys all do different shit, just so that I don't get bored.
Copy. Pieing. Got 2 doors on the left,
Sully,
2 doors on the right.
you're not doing MOUT.
Hallway's clear. Going
That's
in,
an
going
order.
left. Watching the 2 right doors.
Following it.
I'm pieing this left doorway. Pieing. Contact down. The room is clear. Holding the doorway.
1-7 is 5.
How do I?
Darby.
Go for 1-7.
1-7, did you notice how long it took for all 4 guys to get in there? They weren't properly stacked when they actually started to go through that doorway. It was pretty ugly.
Copy. Playing Darby, take that next room on the right.
Roger that. I'll
Zuski and I are going to
I'll
move
bring
up
it
on the
up
left.
at the end.
Copy.
Zuski on me. Pieing this doorway.
Sorry, Sully.
Just get security. I'm still pieing.
That's a direct order.
Back down. Changing mags. Room clear.
Copy.
Let's just follow it up with the rest of the guys.
I want to do.
We're on the left hall.
Construction.
On the left of the hall.
Also, when they go in and they're going in going left, they need to go left, not
Wait,
left
Darby, you can
middle.
take that. I got the hallway.
They're flagging each other like it's going out of style.
See if you understand what I'm talking about.
I'm watching this right part.
Yep. I'm
Can't
tracking.
see shit into the right hall. I'm gonna
I don't
flash
have
it.
eyes. Walls blocking my entrance. You'll have to
Flashing
move on
right.
your own.
Flash out.
Which squad you?
Going in, going right.
Go left.
Contact down.
Good shot.
Keep pushing.
Haha, Darby.
Okay.
Get up in there, brother.
I'm pushing past. I'm pushing past. Darby
There
on
you
me.
go.
Eyeing a doorway. Eyeing. It opens up. I got a contact in the back
Which
left.
squad
room.
am I in?
I'm
I'm
going
platoon
in.
sergeant for
I'm
Havoc
looking
1.
left. You got my right. In. Contact down. I got the doorway on the right.
I see target. In the corner.
Try it. Flash this room. Flash the room for me, and I'll go in.
Good flash.
And then watch the door on the right.
Look away.
Copy. Confirm. Flash it.
Okay.
Flash it, Darby.
That was gross.
Room clear.
Going in. Going left. Clear. Changing mags. Darby, I'm on you for this next room. You got a door on the right too.
Isn't that
and
the
one on
room I
left.
literally said
take the left
2-man
door.
clear?
Taking the last doorway. I'm pieing it. You pie yours. Pieing. Contact down. Your call. Your discretion. Back up.
Yeah, they got those two regarding this area.
Copy. Collapse. We're collapsing on you.
Hey, firm. You got this area cleared out. Just move in and we can.
Copy. Push it out. We can't push past you.
Yeah, agreed. You look like an idiot too if you're trying not
Hey,
to
fair
fly.
enough, that's what we're
You're either
doing.
pointing at the sky or pointing at the ground and bending over.
Meet you back at the server, Bravo.
Oh, copies.
Okay, guys. Do you guys have anything that you saw and want to comment on?
There were a few moments where we rushed in and didn't pie.
Hey, firm.
Hey,
We'll
Troop,
bring
what's up,
that up
brother?
with the group here. Bring it in over here. Alright, Specialist Krzyzewski mentioned something that was evident. There were times that we rushed a little bit and didn't end up pieing. One thing that was brought up is slowing things down. We don't necessarily always need to be going at a dead-out sprint,
Yeah.
weapon on your back, just hauling
they were
ass trying
moving
to
too
get through
fast.
the AO every time. Just that extra half second of time that you take to make sure that a room's clear would be the difference between going with 0 wounded and 3 wounded. So just making sure that we're not going faster than we feel comfortable or faster than our communication allows us to.
Yes.
Alpha, do you guys have anything else?
I have one thing, Sergeant.
Affirm.
Yeah, I think along those lines, I had run in front of Krzyzewski, unfortunately, when he was trying to breach a room. I had misunderstood, and it was not ideal, because then the right side of that room that he was going into could not be cleared.
Alright. What I like about that best is the fact that we're owning up to our own mistakes. That is one of the biggest things.
Fuck yeah.
I know for a fact Sergeant Heckman had mentioned this the other day. It doesn't matter if you make a fuck up, own up to it. Correct it. Make sure it doesn't happen again, and then you have no problems. So I like the fact that we're able to own up to our own mistakes. So with that said, Alpha, any last comments?
Negative.
Bravo and spectators, do you guys have anything?
Not anything that I saw.
Affirm, start. Make sure when you're
Big boy
breaching.
voice.
Heckman, big boy voice.
There we go. Puberty hit me instant. When we're stacking up, make sure your stack's ready to go. Okay, we want to get the four guns through the door. Okay, at the very beginning when you guys entered the compound, you did have some laggards behind. So make sure we get all 4 guns in, so that way you can start doing your work. Okay. Second, if we're going in and you go left, you go left. You do not go middle or left middle or whatever. Stick against the wall, because that just you can create a friendly fire incident. Okay, you don't want to be in the middle. You want to be against your wall. You know, check your corners, then clear the middle. All right, your middle actually kind of gets cleared in the way, but you know, you guys know how to do this shit. But you've done it over and over and over again. It's these little details that if we execute them over and over again, then it's just going to become our habits, right? Habits are going to fucking make sure that we take less casualties. And that's what this shit is all about. The shit isn't about eliminating the enemy, it's about taking less casualties for us. Alright, doing the shit safe and doing it fucking smooth. Okay, that's all I got.
I got one thing, Sergeant.
Go ahead, Sergeant.
Affirm.
Just a little tip. Let's come in here. It's better to show it.
Mm.
So for a moment, pretend I'm
I
not
love
the
when-
mic. Mike is never going to be the first guy through the door. Sergeant Bateman, can you stack up on me?
Affirm.
So there's a little thing I like to do. When the decision is made to throw a flashbang, so we know there's an enemy in there, or we suspect an enemy is in there, whatever, the decision is made to do a flashbang. I'm gonna pie the door to the door frame just like normal, and I'm gonna come
is it
back.
Halo tonight?
And Sergeant Bateman is gonna be the one to throw the flashbang. I'm not gonna be the one to throw the flashbang because I gotta cover the door. You never know if there's gonna be a guy who's gonna storm out and try to shoot you or whatever. So it's important to keep a gun trained on this door at all times when we're getting ready to breach. And then Sergeant Bateman, as the number 2, he's gonna come off the wall a little bit, and he's gonna bounce a flashbang right off that wall. Now, don't do it right now. But when he does that, what I like to do is I like to say, once this goes off, I'm going left. Right? As the first guy, I'm going to dictate which direction I'm going, and then he's going to acknowledge that by saying, yeah, I'm going right. Then the flashbang or the frag is going to go off, and that's going to serve as our go code, right? There's no hesitation. There's no slow part of that process. Once that ammunition goes off, we're both going to go in there immediately. So we'll just simulate it. So I'm going to pie the door, come back, Bateman, throw the flash.
Flash out.
Copy that.
Bang.
Once it goes off, I'm going left.
Copy. Bang.
Alright, bang, and then we immediately go in and we clear the room, right? In either case, the munition going off serves as your go code, so you're both on the same page on exactly when you have to go in. That's just the way I like to do it. Thank you, Sergeant.
It's a very valid point. That just keeps up the security, like I was mentioning earlier. The one thing I did notice is we had pretty much full 360 security when my team, myself, and Darby went into the last few rooms. We were able to maintain security in the hallway and our exit. So that was something that I noticed that is exactly what needs to happen. With that said, does anybody else have any other comments before we kick it over to Bravo?
LT?
Negative, Sergeant.
You got anything?
Yeah, do have one other thing. Here, let's just go near the end. Assuming there's Brzezinski. Thank you.
Great minds think alike, Hudson.
You can't pass.
Shall not
Release.
pass.
Jesus.
All right. So when you guys got into this area, that last team was split up into two separate teams. There was one that was two buddy teams. One was over on this side. They were clearing out that area. The other one was over on this side, clearing out this side. So while you guys can do that, something I'd like you to do is come on inside this room here for a moment. Now, with the fact that we have another entryway right over here, basically on this side over here, do you guys think this is easier to do this as a 2-man or a 4-man clear to push through this?
4-man without a doubt.
4-man. So that being said, if you get into a situation like this where you realize, okay, yeah, normally you guys can be clearing rooms with 2 men, and there's no problem with that at all. But if you get into a situation like this where you see, okay, this actually would work better as a 4-man, because that way, for example, we can have one person standing where Huang is, he's covering this, and then you can use an entire battle buddy team to push in and clear that, because again, you got the entryways in the middle of a room, so therefore you need 2 men to clear, like Sergeant Heckman was talking about earlier. If it comes down to that, hold. Again, like it was brought up earlier, this is not a race. Slow it down. It is, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. The whole reasoning behind that is the reason it's slow is smooth is because you're not taking those hiccups from, oh shit, we got a guy down, we got to stop and bandage him up. So if it comes in a situation like this where you can see that, hey, yeah, it's going to be a lot faster if we just hold the first 2-man team, wait for the second 2-man team to get caught up, and then we push through, then that's a great time to do it. Other than that, though, like I said, overall, I've been pretty pleased. So that's all I got. Keep going.
All right, Bravo. Show's yours.
Copy that. Bravo, let's regroup on the entrance.
Da 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 da.
Let's get stacked up.
Great stuff.
I love my boys.
One of you guys need to stack up on me?
I got you.
Alright, you guys ready?
Buttons on.
Alright, pine doorway.
Make sure your death button's set to death.
What a fun button.
Going in, going right.
No,
Hold on. Stop. Come back out here. Sergeant Clark, where's your 4th man?
Out in the corner.
Okay, so can you remember, when you guys are going in and breaching, it's almost a fucking race to get all 4 guys in as quick as you can. Okay, because you're overwhelming the enemy, you're giving them too many targets to shoot at once. When you got a guy who's still way over there, and there's this much space between your team members, you're doing it wrong. When it comes through, that's one of the reasons you call set, is you get it so that tells everybody, okay, I need to be right up on top of the guy in front of me in the stack and ready to go. And at that point, then you say breaching, or when the number 2 man, I should say, says breaching, then at that point, everybody's flowing in at the same time.
Copy that, LT. We'll reset.
Right.
Alright, everyone's set.
Great set.
Hudson set.
I'll drive pine door.
This is Alpha 2 ICO 113. Bateman is AFK.
We can go right.
I think he said 2 mics.
Left.
Got doors
Going left.
2 right.
Doorway.
Hold it. Alright. I'm gonna pie this. Hold the hallway.
Go for it.
Copy out the front too.
Alright, right looks clear. I'm gonna go in and go right. Or, sorry, you go first. You're on point.
Alright, going in, going left.
Going in, going right.
Ah!
Alright, room clear.
Hold on, load of fresh mag.
Alright.
You were too far away,
Your
Ghost?
guys', the left looks clear on yours. Enemy next room, firing. Got him.
Copy.
Alright, so the left on yours looks clear.
Alright, I'm
I
gonna
hate
pie.
this
Going
little
right.
hallway. You should breach from like this.
Alright, Hudson, we're gonna move out.
We should
once
just
they
swap
get
this
back.
around and go in through this way.
Alright, moving out. I'm watching this room on the right.
This right's clear.
Alright, I got the rear.
Alright, so the right is clear. There's one guy on the left. I'm gonna move, hold this one.
Alright, let's see.
Alright. Right looks clear. Hudson, you set?
You guys clear that?
Yep. Alright, moving in, moving left.
Right.
There you go.
Left
Good
clear.
shit.
Room
Right
clear.
clear.
Moving out. Friendly's coming out. Alright, stay on the left.
Alright, square on your 6. Going right.
Going left. Alright, nice.
Alright, I'm gonna check left for you. Left looks clear. We've got a hallway.
Is he saying it?
Go, go, go.
Going left.
Right.
Do they have the Katiba?
Come on, you, Segura.
Yeah, it looks like the AEG,
Alright,
doesn't it?
go. I'm gonna flash it. I can't tell it.
Looks like they lost the man.
It's like a.
Hudson's got to flash it.
Stand by.
Somebody down there. Oh no.
Flash out.
Right at Sarge.
Oh, bad flash.
I'll
Oh, bad. Get fucked up.
I'm good.
Good.
I got a flash.
Nice.
Which positions?
It's me.
Go for it.
Alright, flashing. Oh, good.
That's a frag.
Frag.
GG.
Oh.
I'm good.
Clark's good.
When they go left.
You got it. You fucking got it in the room.
Got an exit.
All right, Clark, let's keep moving up.
Yep.
It was a frag. It
Moving
was
up on the
doorway
left.
bad frag.
Doorway right. I'm gonna be breaching.
Clark
going
just
right.
keeps getting lower and lower. He's-
Can't really pie it. You got me.
Yep.
Now let me know when we move,
All
Segura.
Going left.
I'm moving.
Moving.
The hallway.
All right, room clear.
Go.
Coming out.
Okay, let's
door.
come up. I'm stacking
Alright.
this door.
Holding hallway.
I'm gonna pie and then going right.
Yep.
I got a second room on the left.
Yep.
I'm going right.
Going left. Holding left. Left clear. There's an opening on the right. After that,
Okay, left this room's
right.
clear.
Right looks clear.
Look at
Going
this
right.
cheeky fella.
Right was not clear.
Alright, got doorway right. That's the exit.
Yep. All right, that's exit. Moving back. Staying on the left.
I'm gonna bring that
All right,
up.
we're set with you guys.
He called it clear, but it wasn't. Yet he still looked. He still followed his
Big
Right,
boy
you
voice.
go left.
his procedures.
Want to go right.
Going to go left.
Going right.
When they four-man this
Got
one,
second
All
doorway.
right,
you'll
opening
be
right.
happy.
Opening left.
I'm
All
holding
right, one
the...
second. Hudson, what do you see on their left?
The left. I have a blind corner.
He's
but the
looking
far
down
corner
this
is clear.
hallway,
Copy that.
calling for the second team.
Copy.
That's good shit. That calms.
Go ahead and pie this.
Gray. Pie that
Yep.
door. Segura,
Yep.
pie our door.
Okay, tie it
Hudson,
up.
let's Guerrero go first. They have more room.
Up.
All right.
What the heck?
Segura,
Yep.
pie this door. To the left.
There you go. There you go, bud. Miscommunication, no big deal, no big deal. It happens. But he didn't have to come back and reset.
Not
Okay.
pieing. It's just going in.
All right. Go ahead and pie this.
Hudson, go for it. You're on point.
Going in,
Okay,
going left, right.
Going left.
Contact down.
Not pieing, but all right.
All right, sure,
opening
pie it.
either end. All right. Let me. Your right looks clear. How's my left look?
Okay.
Blind corner.
All right.
To your left.
All right. Hold that. I'm gonna go in. Going left. Room clear. All right. Coming
Minor
out.
6, Hudson.
Your right looks pretty clear. I'm moving
All right.
to the right. Looks clear still. I'm gonna go in first. Going left. Civilian.
Right.
Ooh.
Civilian. Room
Well,
clear.
Cheeky
Where?
fella. I
Get
didn't
out
even
here, buddy.
see that.
I don't know how to release him. All right. This room's clear. Is that building?
Yep, bill's clear.
All right. Let's go to the exit.
Move.
Alpha's Bravo. Done is clear. Get to exit. I got a couple things to go over.
Hey, firm. The floor is yours up
I
first.
don't know why we're doing this.
Taking Alpha.
Notice the curveball.
The floor is yours.
I
Start.
did.
I got a couple things, but I'm pretty sure we're
Cheeky,
thinking the same.
cheeky.
Copy that.
I'm 90% sure everyone's gonna say the same thing about what happened there.
Not enough
Which is
bananas.
good. We all, if we can all see
Plot
it,
twist.
that's exactly what we want.
Okay, yeah.
Jordan Clark, floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for...
We got one guy off comm.
I'm green medically, by the way. I'm fine.
Okay.
I could use pain, but I'm fine.
First things first. Remember, make sure you know what you have equipped for a hand throwable. Also, we had a little hiccup with the flash.
Thanks, Doc.
Gotta try to make sure you get down the doorway. Especially when we're in a real combat situation.
Firm.
Oh,
Just
no.
didn't bounce off. Sarge.
Yeah. We did a good job. We had a couple hiccups, but we did a good job of collecting ourselves and then going back to it. If you have to do that, do it. If you're having hiccups or anything like that, collect yourself. Don't keep pushing and making even worse mistakes. And we didn't do that. We collected ourselves and did good pushing forward. Pieing doorways, when you say you're pieing it, don't just breach it. That happened once. Make sure you call if you're going to breach and call what way you're going. Other than that,
You're a
maybe
chef.
you probably had a better view up top. Sure,
Wow.
some things I missed.
I was off comms temporarily, but everything that I saw that were issues you've already addressed. I didn't really notice anything that you haven't mentioned. Again, just to reiterate, just slowing it down. I think that all teams have rushed through it a little bit. I think this following time we'll be able to slow it down effectively and do it right. I don't have anything else. Sergeant Heckman, LTs.
Yes, Sergeant. I got a couple things. Two of them are like fucking absolute 100% sustained. At one point, I believe the AR had called that his corner was clear, and then when he pushed that corner, there was a guy that was tucked way back in the corner that he couldn't see, but he engaged that target still. Even though he said it was clear, thought it was clear, he still maintained his responsibility, which was that corner. So he was able to neutralize that threat the second he pushed in. Okay? Obviously, we want to, again, nobody's that thin, right? You know what I mean? To hide from us in that scenario. So I understand why you called it clear, but you still maintained your responsibility. That's what we want to do. At another point, when you guys were in that one that we've been talking about, that room where the 2-man breach, and then the other doorway where the LT said do it as a 4-man. You did it as a 4-man with individual buddy teams asking information of the other one. That is out fucking standing. Okay? When you ask somebody to verify your opening and they're not in your team, that is awesome. You use who you have, who has the best eyes. Okay? So good fucking shit with that. That was fucking awesome. When you make mistakes, like Sergeant Clark said, roll with it. We roll with our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? There's no reset button. Okay? So if you make a mistake and you push too far in that room, you're in that fucking room. And your battle buddy better be in that room with you, following you. Okay? That's the way we're going to roll as Havoc 1. Because trust me, I'm going to make some mistakes, and I expect all of you to follow me into the fucking breach. Okay? Because I'll follow fucking you with every mistake that you make. Okay? So, that being said, there was some the grenade versus that shit happens. It sucks. That is Arma. That is not real life. Nobody gets the two mixed up. But it's something that we just gotta be mindful of. No big deal there. But yeah, other than that, I'm super, super impressed with the fucking comps. Keep that shit up. Communication is the key in fucking CQB and MOUT. And that's all I got. LT?
Thanks, Sergeant Heckman. The one thing I have on that is when you guys had the little oops with the fucking grenades, as far as, okay, it was a flash, was a frag, whatever. The thing that I was happy about that is the comms were, as soon as shit was thrown, it was flash, bad flash was called out. As soon as a frag was called out, I think a bad frag is what I heard, which in actuality, frag wasn't bad. But regardless, the point being is that you guys were calling that out. You guys are keeping each other informed. So again, what Sergeant Heckman was referring to, those comms, keep that information flowing. That's all I got.
All right. I got nothing else. Sergeant Bateman, you got anything?
No, I think everything was covered. I think this third time will be the charm. I think we'll be able to do this damn near flawlessly. My goal for this last one is to really be fucking nitpicking, looking for just the tiniest little things, you could have pied that, you should have pied that a little bit farther, things like that. That's what I'm hoping is at the absolute worst. So Alpha, stack up and see if we can do that.
I'll tell you one thing, Johnson, okay?
Let's see a good start breach.
No matter how bad it's gonna get, okay? You're gonna get, it's possible you'll get overwhelmed, and it's possible that, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on here? No matter how bad it gets,
How have you been, old man?
Just remind yourself.
That last side I did not hear.
Only playing a game. Okay? Just keep calm.
Pieing.
Like, take a breath. No matter who's yelling at you, no matter what they're saying,
Hallway looks clear.
center
2 doors on the
yourself
left,
and
2
keep
doors on the
moving
right.
forward, and
Going
you'll be
in, going
fucking
left.
outstanding. You'll succeed in what we do here.
Watching the right doors.
I'm on you, Darby.
I'm pieing my left door. Pieing. One down, going in.
Same issue with the breach.
On you, Darby.
I'm watching the left or the right doorways.
Got the hallway. Nice.
Another
Yeah, I
contact
think
in that
it's,
second right doorway.
They're
moving
more
up, Darby.
worried about security.
Stand by.
Like,
I'm
they
gonna
want to
apply the
keep it
doorway.
up to the last
Copy,
second.
I'm gonna push behind you.
That's
Pushing behind you.
that's the point
Taking
where you
this
can nail
last
home
doorway.
is like you can drop
Okay,
your
left
security
looks
for a
good.
couple
Is someone
seconds
on
to
me?
get yourself
Pieing
ready.
last doorway.
Yeah, affirm. Scott, I think these guys need a demonstration of what that should look like.
It's clear.
Room's clear.
Well, I don't know how to do it, so
Oh, the left is
you
down.
and the LT, I
got
think
the
that you
doorway.
guys could
I'm on you,
Yeah,
Darby.
I'm on
knock
you.
this shit out.
Oh. Clear.
I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna hold
hallway.
back. You guys can move ahead. I'll hold back.
Copy, Darby. I'm on you. We'll take the room. On you.
I've got the hallway.
Push forward.
Oh, hang on.
Going in the right.
If just
Copy on you.
Door on my right. I can't
Left
see
clear.
anything in it.
God damn, I was supposed to be watching for like all the little shit. You
Okay,
guys are
that's
distracting
right.
me in chat.
Copy.
I've got the long hall. I got the long hall on the
Alright, I'm
left.
gonna go in and
By the way, Sergeant
Well, it's
O'Connell,
not,
if there's
which-
anything
which
you want me to
doorway?
relay to your guys, just let me know.
This one here.
I'm sure you'll tell them privately, but okay, Darby, what are you doing, brother? There you go.
Okay.
They're turning their back on that long hall area now.
Pushing past.
Excuse me.
Watching the right.
Yeah, it looks like
Because
they have a
one less.
he's
Looking
too
at
far
the
back.
last hallway.
Dead.
Exactly. He can't.
You
He's
dead?
not assisting with
I
security.
suppose you're
which,
dead.
I mean, I get what you're doing.
I wouldn't be dead.
Copy. Watch that door behind me. I see a civilian in the
They
doorway.
had one other just barrel down.
Okay.
He'd be
Door on the
fine.
left. I'm gonna go in. Actually, I'm gonna just pie it. Am I?
That's just
Behind
inexperience.
my
Like,
doorway.
there's no need for
There's
him to be
the-
looking at that
I'm gonna go
doorway.
in
You know what I
Looks
mean?
clear.
Reaching right.
Because he should be looking forward
Yeah,
with his
civilian
buddy.
right.
Now, when his buddy
Wait
leaves,
on the
he'll be
rest of
just
the
like
team
out
to
of
clear
it.
this.
Door left.
Oh, sorry. I meant this one here.
Right.
It looks good on the left.
Going left. Going in. Going left.
Oh. Right, clear.
Yep.
Okay.
We should have moved all the targets for this last one. Let's do it for the next one.
Okay. Outstanding.
Alright, I'm pieing again. Visually clear. Door on the right.
You got it. I'll do it as soon as they're out. Moving up.
I'm pieing and going
I'll let you
into
go,
the
Darby.
left.
I'll let you go.
Got one down.
Eyes on rear.
I'm watching the right door. Someone watching
Stopping in the doorway.
Okay, I'm moving in now. Stand by. Okay,
Alright.
I'll get on Bateman.
Copy. Wang, flash this room for me.
What are
Stand
you
by.
doing?
On this flash, Darby,
I'm set.
Krzyzewski, push the right.
You set, Krzyzewski?
Stay firm.
The right doorway. The door to your right.
Alright, flash out.
Darby, go left. I'll go right.
Going in, going left.
Ooh, I like that.
Good
I
fucking dual breach. That's the shit.
I
right there.
fucking love that. Oh, that gave me chills.
Me too.
Oh my god, literal goosebumps. That shit is so hard to do in Arma. It actually make it look right.
Copy it.
Seems to be.
Get out.
Damn, that was nice. Dude, I'm clipping that.
I'll leave him.
I'm clipping that and fucking showing top.
Bravo, we are all good.
Copy that, we're pushing out the flagpole.
Copy.
It's the arch.
Thought that went pretty well. Only one hiccup.
Yeah, I have some medical assistance.
Instead of forgetting to turn off safety, I've got to reload my gun.
All right. Before we get into the rest of it, everybody go to this last room over here in this corner. Go and hop the wall if need be. In fact, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, that corner.
And then the team
I
that
wanna
just
look
went
at it.
through, set up like you did when you went through this and you cleared this spot.
Where?
So, the team that just went through, you guys set up like this. All right, make sure everybody can see what these guys did. So, here's the thing I wanted you guys to notice on this. You guys had that, you did that dual breach. You guys literally gave both Sergeant Heckman and I chills when you guys did this shit. That was fucking beautiful. How you pushed through at the same
He
time.
stole
because
my
you had two
thunder.
threat areas.
He stole my thunder.
That
Goddamn
spot.
him.
and that spot, and you guys pushed through and you cleared them both, and you did a dual breach at the same time so that nobody was exposed unnecessarily at any one time. That was beautiful. That is how that shit needs to go. And that's an example why I was talking about using a full fire team to clear this, because you guys had multiple spots you need to deal with. Does everybody see how that worked and how that went? Okay. That's the type of shit, the type of coordination that we need. That was fucking outstanding. All right. That's all I got at this point. Sorry, Heckman, do you have anything you wanted to add in on this?
Negative LTE. You stole my thunder. That was I literally got goosebumps. Like that shit was like the definition of violence of fucking action. Like as soon as that flashbang gave you that coordinated go, and that's something like outside of like real life or and pertains to Arma. That's hard to do to be as smooth as you guys were. That shit was fucking amazing. As far as like the whole thing, just remember if you got like somebody that's new, like Private Darby. I believe this is your first. This is your first official training thingy. Just make sure you drag them along as a team lead. Okay, make sure that you're checking on them. It's just like if you got like a little kid. Not that you're a little kid, but make sure that you're checking on them. Make sure that don't assume that they're doing the right shit. Right. As leaders, it's our job to keep an eye and then keep nudging them in the right direction. Because there was times where Private Darby was kind of in the back or in a different room or whatever. So just keep an eye out, all right, and keep those communications up. And just because you are new doesn't mean that your voice does not matter. Your voice matters every bit as much. Okay, without you, we are not a team, right? Like, so from my fucking sergeants all the way to my newest PV2s, we are Havoc 1. So we are going to continue to keep talking to each other. Like, your input is just as important as anybody else's. Okay? So don't ever be shy about fucking throwing it in there, your 2 cents. I mean, we listen to Sergeant Arch, and he ain't even Havoc 1. And he's a medic. So, like, that right there tells you don't know what he's talking about. Well, we humor him, right? So, But yeah, in all honesty, I've been super impressed this entire training because everybody is giving input, and that's how we learn. That's how I learn. I learn, like there's things that I'm learning today, and I want everybody to take that. Just because I say something as your platoon sergeant, like that doesn't mean it's gospel, right? Like if you say, hey, well, do you think maybe this might be better? And I'll be like, shit, you know what? That is fucking better. That's how we keep moving forward. That's how we all get better. Okay? So just keep that shit up and we'll fucking keep going. So Sergeant Maven, go ahead and take it back. Sorry about that.
Oh, all good. It's much appreciated. The only thing that was really a hiccup that I noticed was just walking into a room with an empty mag. It happened to anybody. It's just kind of comical. It's a good thing it happened in a training environment where you don't get shot in the face for it, but yeah, just make sure you got mags loaded. That said, Sergeant Clark, do you have anything?
No, I got nothing.
All right, that's it. Let's all come back over here again for a minute. Let's go on back over here.
Real quick, while we're moving, a good way to avoid that no magazine is I noticed when you guys were breaching before, at one point somebody was like, make sure your fun switch is on. That's good shit. When you're making sure your fun switch is on, also check your mags. Okay, just, like unless you're getting shot at on a roadway, like, slow down. Take your time. Make sure you're prepared for battle. Okay? Go ahead.
All right, let's walk through this really slowly as far as this part goes. So, I don't care which one, but one of the fire teams, go in that room right there.
Alpha, shall we go?
Yeah, we'll take it.
All right, let's walk through this slowly. All right, because I want everybody to see how this should work as far as you guys pushing in here. Because there's been a couple times I've been seeing it where you guys go to push into this hallway, things get confused, things get people pointing weapons at each other, etc., etc. So act as if you've already cleared this room. Okay, well, one person has done it. You guys have already cleared it. You're coming back out. Now you need to push through into this hallway. Show me how you guys doing it nice and slow. How do you think you should do this so that you're keeping up security both on this room on your immediate right as well as the long hallway that you're coming down on?
Pieing the right door. I got the door on the right. Gonna flash it.
Hold up right now. All right. One thing you guys should always be doing is making sure that you're covering something. You're doing something useful, right? So, I'm not going to doing this to pick on you, Special Krasinski, but nope. Whoever just moved, Wayne, go back to where you were. All right, Special Krasinski, what are you covering right now? What can you effectively cover?
Covering down the hallway.
But you're going to shoot your team lead here in the face if you engage, right? You're going to be shooting right past him. Where's another sector that is not being engaged right now that needs to be covered? There you go. Okay, so you got rear. Okay, Private Huang, where can you be right now that you'd be helping provide security? Because right now you're not helping out anything because that room on the left is your right, my left has already been cleared. So where can you do to be assisting right now? Okay, actually no. So let's have you step over. Basically, you're here, and now you can just tell Darby high-low, which tells Darby stay on your fucking knees because I'm going to be possibly shooting over your head. Okay, so when you're here, now that's one more weapon pointing down range, or you could even come over here either way. But one way or another, that way you could be going high. Make sure you tell the person you're going high-low so that you're supporting that. All right, let me get past you guys. All right. Okay. Now go ahead and continue. What are you doing next?
Flashing room, flash out, bang, going in, pieing further. I'm assuming I'm gonna pretend Arch is a contact, target down.
Okay. So Sergeant Bateman, go ahead and go back to where you were. All right. At this point, this is a good example right here. Is what you can do is once it goes bang, Sergeant Bateman, you could then turn your weapon facing down the long hallway so that you're not going to have to shoot past Private Darby, and Private Darby can do a button hook and go right into this room. By doing that, notice what's going to happen is when you do that, then you're not having the way it was is you were coming all the way out in here and you're facing left, which means that if anybody comes down that hallway, Darby's going to either have to shoot past you, or Huang is going to have to shoot past you, and your left is uncovered. Does that make sense?
Never.
So therefore, you can do an immediate, as soon as it goes bang, you immediately pivot your weapon down hallway. Darby stands up and pushes in and breaches this, and Private Huang goes on his ass, so that way they're still together. All right, so we'll simulate that. So flash in, bang. Now what?
I got a hallway.
Okay. Just stay at dry fire at this point. So Huang, you should be falling in with Darby.
I'm clear.
Make sure it's clear. All right. Now at this point, Kaczynski, you can push up to Sergeant Bateman. Okay, and now you guys are back online. You haven't had to cross each other's barrels. Everything was covered, and you guys can continue moving down the hallway. Now, I'm not going to tie this up long enough to do all that, but that's the type of thing that you need to be looking for is always be looking at angles, always be looking at how can I be covering something so that I'm not crossing somebody else's line, and also all the angles are being covered. All right. Anybody have any questions on that?
Negative, sir.
Negative.
Okay.
Negative, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and pop back up by the flag. Or Sergeant Heckman, did you have anything to add on that before I stop?
Negative, XO.
Okay. All right, let's head back up.
Third Clark, the course is yours.
Copy that. Alright, Bravo. Make sure you got a mag loaded. And make sure your safety's off. Let's get stacked up in the doorway.
That could have been awkward.
But before we, Sergeant Clark, before we kick this off, actually, can you get the other team down here real quick?
Yep.
I guess I could have done it already.
Copy.
My apologies, gentlemen. One thing that's going to help us, I noticed that when we're, like, with both teams, whenever we're doing the initial breach and we're lined up on this wall, we're doing, like, really good work with our security, right? But at some point, your security has to drop so that you are ready to fucking go. Okay? So, like, don't worry. Like, nobody's going to fucking yell at you when your AR fucking drops security and then gets his gun pointed in the right direction to go. Don't try to time it. Don't try to be super slick, right? right? Like, don't do fucking ranger it and whatnot. Just fucking get ready to go. And as long as you're only there for like 1 or 2 seconds, you know, you're good to go. Okay? So you shouldn't like be ready. Like when he's ready to call breach and he starts saying like I'm pieing, then you need to like orient yourself and get mushed up inside of one another. Okay? We all shower. We're good to go. You know, get close. Okay, that's all I got. So make sure that we're doing that so that we can get that initial breach nice and crispy.
Copy.
I got a big boy voice now.
Oh, everybody go big boy voice too. When we're doing MOUT, we wanna we gotta make sure we're hearing because there's gonna be gunfire, grenades, and shit. So big boy voice when we're fucking in the field.
What?
There it is. All right, carry on. Sorry.
Great set.
Segura set.
Set.
All right.
Still have
Get close, guys. Get close. Hold on. Get up on your desk. There, get up on there. Also, everybody needs to be in the same position. When you guys breach, everybody needs to be moving at the same speed. So everybody's either
populated,
up,
though.
Basically,
we're running out
everybody
of
should
time
be
to kind of
like
on
this.
this.
Yeah, no,
That is
my
the person everybody should be
intent
moving.
was,
Not this. Not this.
following this regardless of how.
Everybody like this.
Should be weapons up, battle phase.
Weapons up, battle ready. Gray, get up on his ass. Act like it's your fucking boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is your preference. Alright, go ahead.
Point the barrel left.
1 set.
2 set.
3 set.
4 set.
Pieing. Going in right.
And then left.
Going in right.
Hallway.
Going in
It's
left.
a race, folks.
Got room to the left. Room, 2 rooms right.
Got room.
Room
Got
on the
door
end,
on the
on the
front
right.
left.
Got one on the right. Second room.
Copy. Clear that room.
All right, Hudson, hold hallway and pieing.
Segura, cover that doorway on the left. I got these 2
All
right.
right, right
Hey,
looks
I like
clear.
that. I
like
Go in
that.
and go left.
Going in, going left.
Going in, going right.
Clear.
Room clear. All right, I'm gonna look at that second room. First room left looks clear. Right, second room looks clear enough. You guys are clear on the first room.
Copy. I'm gonna pie and then going right.
Yep.
Going in, going
Got hostage. Correction civilian. Going right.
All right, moving up.
Got
All
civilian.
right, I'm gonna go across this room.
2
All right,
come
back
out.
in, Hallway.
Looks clear. All right, this next room, the right looks clear. I already downed somebody on the left. If you want to move around to the next room. All right,
On your
I'm gonna
square.
pie this one.
Moving up to the door.
One contact right. I'm gonna flash it. Here, back up, back up, back up. Here, flash
Back
it,
up.
flash it, flash it.
Stand by.
Good. Just hold. No rush.
Come on.
No rush.
You got
Last
it.
out.
I'm holding and waiting for the.
Going in, going left.
All right.
Left down.
Right
Room
down.
clear. All right, moving out. Moving back to you guys.
Copy. Go ahead,
All right,
Segura.
coming into this room. Stay on the left.
All right.
All right,
Right's
on you.
clear. Going in.
Hudson, hold it back.
Got it.
Going right.
Going left. All right,
Good they do. Don't leave Hudson behind. Good shit.
here, Hudson. Go around to the right. Go around to the right.
Moving.
Yep, join up with Clark.
All right, I'm gonna
All
be
right.
pieing and then going right.
Segura, how's the left look for them?
The left looks clear.
All right, stay down. I got the hallway.
Going right.
Stay down. All right, move up to the wall.
Got one
Move up to
target
the
down.
wall. Stay down. I got the
There's an
hallway.
exit.
And then
Covering door.
All right, I have
Looks
hallway
clear.
covered. All right, let me know when
Copy.
you guys are out.
Pushing out.
All right, Segura, do you want to move into that, and then whoever's on my right furthest up can move in with him? I'll move up.
No,
the
let
hallway.
him let him button hook. I'm gonna take the hallway straight down.
Okay, all right. Whenever you're ready.
You throw the flash.
I don't have eyes on it. You got to do it. I'm holding the hallway.
All right. All right, ready? Flash.
All right, right team, get ready to go. Go for it.
Go.
moving.
Slide down.
Got a door.
Go right in.
Go in, go in.
Go right in.
Breach it.
Yeah, don't worry.
All right,
We'll
moving up
talk
with you.
about that.
All
We'll
right, I
talk.
got hallway. Let me know what you see through that
Copy.
room on the
2
right.
come out.
Clear. It's straight. There's another doorway. So I'll
Yep. I'm still holding the hallway. Don't get up. All right,
Okay,
your left
I got
looks
2
kinda
rooms in
clear.
here. Okay.
Roger.
So I'm gonna breach in. Go left.
all right, moving.
All right, once you guys
Go
get
left.
through that room, give us a second to finish this hallway.
Copy.
Left.
All right, move up, move up.
I got a
Segura.
civilian in
Move
this
up.
right corner. I can just see
Finish
his
this
arm.
hallway. All right, hold
Your,
the door. I'm gonna pie.
your left corner's clear.
Don't
Copy.
get up.
I'm watching this right doorway.
Civilian on the right. Civilian on the right.
Yeah, got him.
All right,
All right,
right looks
I'm gonna
clear.
breach. Go
in,
right.
Go
You
left.
breach. Go left.
Got it.
Going in, going left.
Breaching.
Going in, going right.
There's
All right, two things. All right, we're waiting for you guys.
There's an exit. What's clear?
Making our way to you now.
Yep, wait for them.
Okay, I'm gonna go right side. You go left side.
All right, so we're point men. All right, left looks clear. Move up. See what you can see down the hallway.
Cover that door to your right, Gray.
Alright.
I got the left.
All right,
I don't.
All right, so here's all right. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm gonna flash this door to my right. Me and Clark are gonna go in. When we flash, Hudson, go ahead and pie around to the right side so you can see inside their room. All right.
All right.
All right.
I'll flash the right room.
Yep. Go ahead and flash.
Make sure I got flashes. All right, flashing.
Flash out.
Go.
Good, then going left.
Flash.
Going right.
Flash.
All right.
I don't got
Opening
no
either side. Opening either side.
Yeah, I got opening my side. Your left side's clear.
Contact down.
All right.
Whoa, easy. Go into that
Right
corner.
looks
Don't back up.
clear. All right, I'm gonna go in. Going and going left.
Okay, I'm going in. We're going right.
One down. Room clear.
One down. Room clear.
Copy. Moving. All right. Moving back to you guys. I think that's building. Let's move to exit.
That's clear.
Down's clear. Move to exit. Alpha's Bravo.
I like that when Segura was flashed, he was just saying, flash, flashed, I was flashed.
All right, safety's on.
Go through as much as you feel you need to, and you
Freedom!
as needed. I'm on 3-1.
Copy.
All right, everyone here.
So
Here.
Copy.
just communicate, yeah.
We'll probably
Alright.
just try to keep west of
That was
the,
very good. The one hiccup I had was
the road.
with that hallway.
It's basically just outside the door. We'll just stick west
The
of
one
that.
that
Is
you,
in that
we
building?
flash into the room.
It's up to you.
Hudson,
Yeah,
when that
that's
happens, you
fine.
just gotta
I will go
when that
ahead
flash
and
goes off,
read
just gotta
everything
breach
that I've
it.
seen on the-
Because that's a weird hallway.
Okay, word.
Where we really can't go in and then
If you want to
stack on that door right there.
just for the
We gotta go
principle
right
of
from that
following
first hallway
order,
in.
I'm more than welcoming that idea.
But other than that,
what I will do
that
is
was
I'll put
pretty
some
flawless.
as long as they're on the MSR, you guys can at least react to them and whatnot.
Copy.
See.
Yeah.
Sergeant Bateman, got anything?
No, I wasn't
I
expecting.
don't know where. I think Bateman's still.
Sergeant Heckman.
A-firm.
Okay, I'm having continued technical difficulties of my computer freezing up.
Copy.
Alright, we'll wait till Special
I'm
K
gonna
gets over here.
See if I can fix that.
Yeah, technical issue.
Okay, I really liked
Freezing up.
the communications. That was fucking nice. At one point, there was a flash that ended up clipping Segura. So good shit on you, Segura, calling out, that you were flashed. Hudson didn't push into that room alone. He ended up pieing it out, and then whatever. So, again, stuff like that, it happens, but we gotta let the people know. So it was very clear that you were flashed and you were combat ineffective. If you do get flashed by a friendly flash, stay right where you are. Do not move. Do not shoot, obviously. Okay? So and you did that. You stayed right in your little corner, wait for it to pass, and then you're good to go. Okay? One thing to consider when we do exercises like this, when we do MOUT, it is not 100%. We've all done it before. We all take casualties while we're in buildings, correct? So when LT was showing you that positioning in that room where you guys had all the entryways covered, you guys can sit there. There's no rush. You had that shit on fucking lock, right? That was your fucking house at that point. So if you're dealing with casualties, set up your fucking. Don't let anybody out, right? And then deal with your casualties, especially, or call for help, whatever you need to do. But remember, it's not imperative that you're constantly just fucking motoring through, losing a guy here, losing a guy there. You can turtle. That is fucking fine. You'll never hear nothing from me about that. Okay? It's better to be secure than fucking fast as shit, right? So just remember, your security was fucking fantastic. Tom's this whole time has been fucking great. So super fucking proud. Special Segura, you had a comment?
Yes, Sergeant. Thank you. Yeah, on that room where I got flashed, I thought it would be better to flash my room instead of flashing the other side. And then once it got flashed, I would go in and the other team would go right, or we would flash simultaneously. I don't know.
Hey, if you want to get super swaggy and you got that communication, you want to get to fucking double flash, I mean, hey, There's nothing against it. You guys can definitely pull that shit off, especially with the level of communication I've witnessed here today. That is something that is possible, and that's something that you can try. You can there's nothing against it. At one point, there was a correction that was made too. There was like, hey, Segura, you want to push this way, and then you said negative. Let them button hook. That shit is invaluable, guys. Invaluable. That communication, like that's what we want. Specialist Gray, you were the voice, right? Whether it's the team leader or not, it does not matter. We do what we're good at. And some people are just better at commanding the fucking RCQB situations, right? It does just because you're a team leader doesn't automatically mean that you're fucking God's gift to CQB. So like I'm definitely not. I will defer. Like if I'm in here with Top, and even though I've been playing for 7 years and he's only been playing for a paltry 4, it doesn't mean I'm better than him. I mean, it means I'm a little bit better. But no, in all honesty, though, I'll defer to him, right? He will be our voice, our throughout the kill house. You know what I'm saying? So respect to that, and respect to Sergeant Clark for allowing that to happen. Okay? But you only need one. You don't need fucking, 4 guys in there fucking just screaming their heads off, right? So I really appreciate that. This has been fucking outstanding training so far, so keep this shit up. LT, you got anything?
Hey, Firm, just a basic reminder, don't forget, do not stop in doorways. Push through the doorways. Do not, especially if you go, I saw one point.
Did you hear any of that,
A person
Pop?
pushed into a doorway, they turned to their left, they shot an asshole, and they immediately started backing up, and they almost blocked off their battle buddy from also getting in the room when they did it. So, again, make sure we do not stay inside that fatal funnel. Get through it. That's all I got.
Anyone from Bravo got anything?
Good. Because you didn't hear the end. It got real
Negative,
bad.
everything was said.
Right.
Oh, I did have one point. Just for Specialist Segura, for the idea of flashing the other room. We totally could have done both. I thought that there were better eyes into your room because we were basically blind going into ours, so I thought it was a better idea to at least flash ours. But we could totally flash both of them in the future. That's just the reasoning behind that decision.
Or I just think maybe the angle that the flash was being thrown, it would have been better a different angle. Maybe even if I would have thrown it or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. If looking back at it, if that, like you said, you on that other wall, I probably would have had a better angle, would have got deeper in the room.
That's a good idea. Segura totally should have thrown that flash.
Then me on the other side could have flashed your room. We could have done that cross maneuver.
Here's a quick question for you guys. Special Security Segura, how good of eyes did you have down that hallway that did get flashed?
I had all complete eyes.
Cops are going after LT.
Okay, so then I guess the question is why do we need to flash it if he's already got eyes and there's nothing in there?
We didn't communicate that he had eyes.
Okay,
I didn't communicate that.
There you go. Okay, just something to keep in mind. It's a easy thing to do, but yeah, it's something to realize that if you can see something, hey, I've got perfect eyes down there, I know nobody's there, well then, yeah, don't waste the ammunition. Just make sure somebody else knows that, so. But, fair enough.
Hey, Firm, sure, thank you.
Bravo's all set.
All right. Well, for the remainder of this training, we got about another 20 or so until I'll let whoever needs to go. We're going to kick it outside. If you pull up your micro daggers or whatever you have for Blue Force tracking, and you have a look at the map, you will notice the road directly out the door to my back right. We're going to be pushing from south to north, staying west of that road. We're just going to be sectioning off. Just because we're not going east of that doesn't mean there's not going to be any contact there. So with that said, make sure that we keep our security up even when we're not clearing a building. But the intent is to push up to the north edge of the course. With that said, if we don't get all the way there and we only get to the road because we're taking it slower, that is perfectly fine. We're just going to judge it by, just play it by ear. Again, it's not a race. We could take the next hour to go through from here to the north edge. I really don't give a shit. If we're doing everything right, if we're doing everything thoroughly, and we don't take any casualties, or we mitigate every single contact effectively, that's what I'm looking for. Again, speed is not everything. speed going through a fucking doorway certainly is, but speed is not everything. So with that said, make sure you get your get magged up. Make sure you pick up any more flashbangs and all that you need from the box, and just meet us outside the doors.
Bravo, get resupplied.
7, this is 1-7 on 3-1 over.
Do we have
Wang, I'd wait
can I
until
get 2
everybody else
mics?
is there because I don't want you guys
Oh, that's
triggering
too much.
the counter. Yeah.
Okay,
That would
yeah.
sound
you're good.
right, Yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I'll
Okay,
wait
right
here.
back.
Roger 7. Interrogative.
On the western side.
Yeah, we're
Do
west
our
of this road.
Zeus's ever go invisible?
Grenade. I was just telling other people to use grenades.
So,
I am a good leader.
Over.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm not peeking my head out there.
Yeah.
So don't peek out right now. We'll get shot.
Yeah, I don't risk it.
Yeah, I'd rather not risk it.
Yeah, you're over there tickling face.
Roger that 7.
No
1-7 copies all.
Look, I'll
1-7
peek
out.
out.
No. Bravo, let me know when all you guys are here.
All right, cigarettes off comms.
Great.
Yeah.
We're specialists. Hey, Private, go peek out there.
Yeah, cigarette will be
There you go.
Zuski, you're gonna jump on and hide behind the first truck here. Darby and Huang take the rear. We're gonna cover for Alpha as they pop up.
Wait, do you want me to hop on
So-
Yeah.
right away?
I'm gonna hide in the corner.
We're gonna hold behind the vehicles just to
Gonna
try to
hide
give
in
you
the
some covering
corner.
fire as you run up to the first building. We're staying just to the west side of the road. There just happens to be no fucking cover, so.
All right, so you guys
using
cover
the
us.
Vic?
We'll make up to that wall. That's
7, this is
up
1-7
there.
on 3-1 over.
A-firm, and then it's just gonna be playing it by ear, whatever we need to do.
Man, it
Wait, are
really
we
sucks.
using
We're in
the
a
Vic?
Alright,
super elaborate
Alpha,
saw trap.
go hide behind these vehicles. I'm hauling ass to the lead.
cigarette.
Wait, one.
Cigarette still off comms.
Are we using the Vicks or no?
Copy.
I guess we're fucking going.
Negative, we're just holding behind them. We're gonna be covering, that's all we're doing.
Aver?
Bravo. get-
Bravo, we'll just hold here until you're ready to go.
Great set.
Just gotta
That's
wait
the
for
set.
her.
There's a win, Segura.
These
Sounds good.
saw
I'm not
traps
really
getting
too worried
real
about
I'm
elaborate.
RCing the first guy out there.
I know for a fact that
Ooh.
you say that he's your
When
battle
people
buddy,
shot
and then
you,
I'm
we're
gonna be with you in
double
like
down
2
down
seconds.
this road to the next.
Say again.
Sounds good.
Just let you know I'm RCing the first one, then they're gonna come across.
Alright, I'm watching you.
Hi, Archer.
Ready?
Fine, be like that.
They don't have all of their
Those guys over there.
guys out yet, correct?
No. Can't tell me where to look.
Seven. This is 1-7
There we go.
What the fuck are you doing?
You can see under that vehicle. I
on
promise
3-1
you.
over.
I'm using the tire. That's all. I'm not using.
Anybody
the
have
truck.
eyes
I'm
on
using the
7?
tire.
Hey, Bateman, do you want to move along the right side of the road?
I can hit
We're,
Clark from all the way over
everybody's
here.
staying on the left side of this road.
7.
Not
This
crossing.
is 1-7 on 3-1 over.
I'm waiting for the one guy after RPG, and I'm gonna be happy.
I'm not gonna be happy at all.
No, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna drop it before you can shoot it.
Okay, then yeah, fair.
You hold that weapon up, soldier.
Someone's off comms,
It's so heavy.
so we're just waiting.
Who chose to be the saw gunner?
Maybe just for no. Well, maybe no. Well, maybe no.
You're more than welcome to join for this last part, just
I started as
to
a 240
to watch and
You know, when my
whatever.
dad went through basic, you know who he said gets the saw?
I can see
The person who
Ava.
could have hit shit at the range.
What?
Segura still AFK.
Fucking Hudson.
And the recruiter said, "Get that fucker at 240."
Sorry, I'm back.
And that's what he actually does now.
We need
You
more
already see the
cowbell.
numbers, that's good.
See, that's more. That's more.
Oh wait, fuck,
fucking
that means it's on the
jump
street.
You might want to put a mag in your weapon.
No, I was looking at the second story floor window, and I could see a door.
Say again that
Segura
part
set.
with the things.
Oh, thank fuck.
Look at this guy.
Let's go.
Top. What is the keybind to get rid of your HUD in Zeus?
Segura set.
Alpha's Bravo. We're all set.
Alpha copies. You are good to move. We have the
No,
best security
don't
we
move.
can for you.
Don't move.
Copy
Stay
that.
right where you
Don't
are.
tell me it. Alright, let's move.
All right.
Moving.
Open door on our left.
Copy. That's what they're going to be taking.
What are you doing? Okay, you ruined my thumbnail. You know what? Whatever. Thank you, Top.
Hello.
Wang, your laser's on.
Office Bravo, we're set.
Off copies, we're gonna collapse.
Clarky.
Copy. Just heads up, there's not a lot of cover here on this.
What are you doing?
We're gonna actually push past them into the doorway.
Copy, Bravo. We're gonna push past you and just take that first doorway.
Crossing barrels, crossing barrels. Crossing. We're gonna have to stack and fucking breach this fast, so call your sets.
Hey, I got a
reset.
That's fine. Look at my BB.
Well, you lasted a long time.
Wait, something's happening.
Alpha, we're push past that doorway. Alright, push up past Alpha's position.
Off copies.
You're coming in over squad net when you're trying to talk to your team. Go ahead, Square.
Oh boy.
I'm crashing, I think.
Copy that.
Oh boy. Someone watch the. Yeah, you got it. You got it. I know he's talking the whole time.
I was just about to ask what's up with them.
There's no way he's living.
Up on the roof. This is your only warning.
I'm on
Copy.
One body. Right is clear. Going left.
Got a tactical bunny in a row.
Got clear.
Real clear.
Tactical bunny, eh?
So did we just stay up here and cover the other windows or no?
I'm
Moving.
taking a peek around.
Alright, once you guys are good, come back down. We're gonna move up to the next building.
Hey, firm.
Playing cover, I'm patching up.
Friendly's
Covering.
coming out.
Civilian.
Friendly's coming out.
Brandon's coming out.
Civilian to the right.
Meg.
Copy
Hey,
it. Let's
Smith, what's up,
push
brother?
to the next room. The next building.
Hold on.
Moving.
I'm on you. Huang and I'll move.
Looks good on the right. Holding.
Copy.
Gonna get
Yeah,
a
left.
little flash in here.
Clear.
What do you think?
Hold on.
Affirm.
See if there's a back.
I open it.
Stand by.
Flash ready.
Stand by.
Darby, actually swing around and cover the corner.
Alright.
Like
Okay.
step on
I
outside
guess
that
it'll
corner.
just be us two.
You
then.
step back. Step back
Copy.
for a moment.
Flash
Don't
is set.
have to,
Open the door.
peer around the corner.
Watch
like
out.
this. There's a
Flash.
door right there. and
Okay,
then
so I can do that in like
I got
this
the left.
stuff.
I got the hallway.
Yeah, it looks good.
What is it?
I'm gonna open this door on the left.
Where is
Okay.
it?
Darby,
Oop,
come
shit.
here.
Going in, going left. We got stairs.
Clear. There's another room in the right.
Doors
I'm
on
going
the right.
into the right behind door. Clear.
Set.
Copy.
Opening.
I pie. Copy.
Fine.
Pie that.
Going
You
right.
guys good?
Door.
Hey, firm.
I don't feel
Fine.
comfortable doing that. Copy. I'm
Going in.
pieing it then.
Clear. Coming out.
Room clear.
Door.
Going to next door.
Yep.
There.
Nothing
Hide
else.
Zeus. Hide Zeus.
Copy.
I
Just
can't
so
see
you know,
past this
Ray,
door.
I'm opening this door down
How
here.
do I
Okay,
attach
clear the
myself
hallway
to
before
somebody?
clear this door.
Eyeing
Darby,
left.
eyes on this door.
Yeah.
Clear.
Right looks clear. Go.
Clear.
Fucking. I think the
Dead
left
end.
behind the door might be clear.
Alright.
Copy.
Going up.
Opening door. Oh shit. He's got a PKM. Frag that.
Flash
Frag
that. Or frag that. Your call.
Alpha medical status. One time's wounded. We're prepping a flag. You need medical support? Negative. Copy.
I'm good right now.
I'm checking back hallway.
Around this door.
Alright.
Going in, going
Clear.
right.
Clear.
Watch stairs.
Going up.
I'm going up with you.
Clear. One more.
Like that.
I see a door and a corner on the right.
Opening.
Moving
Copy.
forward,
Oh
door
fuck.
right.
That's open as fuck.
Ooh, this
Can't see past the
two
door.
open doors on the right, open door on the left, and open door down the hallway.
Hallway at
If
the
I
end.
do-
I'm gonna flash that.
Okay,
If I
hold on,
say,
wanna
put
do
teleport
that.
Zeus,
Flash
will it
that.
do
I
all
don't have. I
Zeuses?
have no flash.
I
Alright.
have a flash. if
I'm
you
gonna
need
open
it.
this door.
Copy. Open that door, Krasinski, and
Opening.
I'm going in with you.
Okay, multiple
I
doorways.
should actually
Fine.
be-
Heading up to
That's
the room.
clear. Going right. Clear.
In left.
Alright, we're good.
Copy.
We're good.
I'm low. I'm gonna pie this right door.
Then I.
Fucking.
Copy, we're gonna be pushing next door.
Move fast.
Alpha Green.
You're gonna want to move up to my position, take this door right here.
Pieing this left door.
Alpha, this is Bravo.
It's just
Be
to
advised.
my left. There's a
We're
door to this
clearing
building.
the buildings out to your north.
Oh yeah, he just opened another one.
Affirm. We are still clearing
I
these
think he's
first
still
two.
up.
I'm pushing into this room, going left behind door.
Alright, Doc, do you want to move up to this wall to the north?
Down in the back room, dead.
Yeah, permission to use a 203 on this. I think I can get out the second story.
Granted.
Let's see how lucky I am.
Excuse me.
Also, confirm kill on that first guy. Scratch one
Negative.
to the west.
Okay, so we might want to
There's
add some more
at least 2
enemies
guys in the building in the west.
then.
Copy, I dropped one.
Yeah, to
first
be
story.
fair, I
Copy.
guess I kind of reduced it a wee bit because I didn't know how much time they were going to take going through this. To be fair, but yeah,
Yeah, go out that front door.
What
go
is-
out to the
what
left,
faction are
and
you
then
using?
you'll see a red X or a
the
white X on the
OBS
door.
militia.
Oh yeah, that'll be work.
Okay.
Bravo, contact down north about 100 meters, second floor.
Okay, I'm watching the windows. There's windows. Watch the windows.
Bravo Alpha.
Moving.
The what?
And I took a round, but I'm alright.
I don't think so. Let me put a couple rounds into it and see if it breaks.
Alright, I'm gonna risk it and go over.
No.
Bravo, be advised.
Back
I
out
just
to
eliminated
the
2
street.
targets.
Go back out to the street. We're
Northeast
gonna wrap
building.
and go behind or through the.
From us.
I
alleys
recommend that
here.
if you guys get down there, we stay out. Hold
Affirm,
security while
we're coming back to the street
sounds like
break.
they're about done.
Let's push up.
Now I'm gonna be curious.
We are trying to get to the building or the compound to the west.
Yeah, good job.
Copy that, Alpha.
But you can't just leave these guys out here.
I got a gap to my front left. I'm gonna go
Going
right.
up to the second floor.
Sounds good.
Civilian. Okay, looking down the hallway.
Oh no, Bateman!
I'm good.
That's good.
Bateman, are you alright?
I'm good. He's on the roof. Far.
Alpha Bravo, we got a shooter north, 100 meters.
Got a shooter north 100 meters.
Yep, no eyes.
I'm pushing up to this doorway. When you feel safe, collapse on me.
Move, then move. You're in death fund. Moving. Keep moving.
Anyone take down that shooter to the north?
This is Bravo. We have not taken out any shooters north.
Going up to the roof.
This is Segrera, moving up back to your position.
Copy that.
Clear, coming
Bravo
down.
Alpha.
Bravo on Bravo.
Move with me. Gonna get up to that.
Advise, there's no way to get to those western buildings. All the doors are locked. We gotta just move with you.
2 friendlies coming out.
Bravo,
Yep, sounds
copy.
good.
Be advised, Alpha.
I'm waiting for the career.
There's one guy direct north.
Oh,
Just fire
good
down
shit! Don't sit there and get shot.
When you pushing out to the roadway.
One more time.
Road.
Affirm, we'll be
I
taking
believe the
the
guys in the
alleyways.
buildings to the west, if they can't get to
Copy
them.
that. Be advised. Alpha will be taking the alleyways.
Segrera's coming up behind you guys.
I think you just went down that street. Let me know eyes on. I'll fire diversion.
Aw.
I don't know where he is.
Alright. Did you tell her I said hello?
I'm holding down the street. You guys gotta hold across.
Copy, so we're doing.
Collapse on us.
Alright, opening left.
Okay, I'm set, Dobby. You can go.
These expert shots.
Go.
Marksman!
It's a bad spot. We gotta move
Alpha, this
fast.
is Bravo. We are breaching the next compound. We're taking fire.
To the east.
Bravo
To the
copies,
east.
we're
There's
taking
one
the
guy.
compound.
Oh boy. This is not gonna be good.
We're into the next compound. We're moving on the building.
I'm set.
Could you slow down? Stand by.
Copy.
We are just
We
like
are in
behind
a
a bit.
kill zone. We gotta
Left,
keep
one down to the left is one story.
Oh,
Moving
shit.
up to
Watch
one
out.
story.
I've got to
In there.
undo my mouse or my keyboard. I'll be right back. Right.
Who's with Hudson? There you go.
I'm going in. On me, Darby.
Wait, hold the security.
I'm pushing to the end of the hallway.
Good.
I'm watching stairs.
Okay, watch HE from now on.
Watching back hallway. Watch those doors. Make sure they're open. Back all clear. Darby, watch the staircase.
Bravo, you got a shooter 50
Look at
meters
this
northeast.
motherfucking
Second
wall
floor.
hacking bitch.
Copy. Be advised, we have a shooter, second story, northeast, 50 meters.
No,
Wrong man.
no, look at the door. Look at the door.
Be advised, we have a shooter, northeast, second story, 50 meters.
Copy that.
Shooter 50 meters northeast of Bravo's pause, still active.
Nice.
Got the second doorway.
Opening.
Damn it, Clark did that.
Pushing
Uh-oh.
past.
Going in. Clear.
March, get over here.
Copy. I got you.
Be advised, that second story, we just took someone out on the break. Southeast most corner room, second story.
I'm gonna be suppressing that target that's engaging Alpha.
Reverse side of the building.
Okay, guys, so far. Keep moving, Doug.
Okay, Grant, let's push down.
I take it that's your subtle way of saying you don't like what they're doing?
Bravo Alpha.
Rear. Close north.
Be advised, we found a way to get to that the building to the south of our position.
So,
I need your help on them.
The southeast
Copy,
most
we're
room on
clearing
the second
a
story. We
two-story
took someone
building
out. The alleyway
in this
Copy,
compound.
going in the alley.
Yeah, he is in that courtyard. He's running around there. I can see his feet. You guys can go in there.
We need assistance in this
You just
building.
be careful now.
You guys
Copy, pushing down.
Nice work.
Bateman, I need you on me. I got barrels sticking out this door. I'm gonna frag it.
Copy.
When I go in and go
Timing. We do have one
Dude,
building
that guy
with
got
confirmed contact
fucked.
for rear.
Where, Edgar?
We breached in. We're inside.
Frag in the back room. Alpha Bravo, check in.
Oh shit.
Alpha Green.
Bravo. It's Bravo or Green.
Copy.
I like that. Hear a grenade go off, check on your fucking
Alright,
buddy.
we gotta hold here. We got
I'm holding
a
this
building
corner.
behind us that's unclear. We need to check
That's what
it.
it's all about,
Confirm
guys.
contact in it.
Okay. Which one is it?
You're exiting on the roof. Don't shoot us when we come out on the
Yeah,
roof.
agreed.
I didn't even go in with you, that's my bad. Entirely. Alright, we gotta go down this fucking death hallway. On me.
Rooftop clear. Rooftop clear. Friendly's coming out.
Hudson's downstairs clear.
Good. Okay, let's move back.
Confirmed, downstairs is clear.
I'm
Copy, it's 2 stories clear then.
fuck, I've lost bait.
1-7
Hey, we got another side to
Aries,
clear.
what time here? How much time do you have
I'm down this
training
death
tonight?
hallway. Fucking
There's nothing
collapse.
down there. Are you sure you don't want to go north? Or we can confirm
Darby.
hostile?
Contact down.
Copy, Darby, continue to the southwest.
There you go.
Laps
Reel
on
him in.
us.
Reel
I
him
think
in.
they said they wanted to go until basically about now before they wanted to release folks, but 3
Outside
hours.
security, got outside security.
So they
That-
cleared
Go,
us
go,
out.
go,
Friendly.
go. Come
Darby,
on.
you tracking us?
Go get him. Go get him. There you go. Go get him.
Are you in the
No,
second
he's
floor?
not. I'll go. I'll go fetch him.
No, I'm already back here.
Then you get him.
I'm out that back. I'm out the building.
There you go.
Left side of the room. Alright, I have eyes on.
I'm with Hoying apparently.
Looks to be okay, but hang on 1 second. Let me get on the other side of it. Yeah, copy. We're opening it now. It looks okay from the outside.
Copy. We're on you.
You're married too, Little Barry?
Moving.
I'm set.
Darby on me, right doorway.
Opening.
There you go. You
Two
gotta,
stairs
you
immediately.
gotta give him more input.
Copy coming up.
right?
Lots of different doorways. I'm
Alpha,
going.
this is Bravo.
I'm going
This
right.
compound to your northeast is clear.
Got a hallway, got a
Agreed,
doorway to
Sergeant
the left.
O'Connell.
Copies.
Hallway to the
We're
right.
clearing our last compound.
What upstairs?
I think sometimes people
Bravo
get
copies.
used to
We're pushing out to
working
the road.
with guys that
We got a doorway
uh,
to the left. Actually, the
they
doorway's
get
open.
used
It's
to
not a
working
door.
with guys that have been doing it for a long time, you know. So you
Oh, there's two doors to the
kind of
left. There's
forget.
only right behind the door.
We might meet each other now. Watch out, guys.
Like when
Let
I
me
was
take
a
that
team
left
leader,
room.
I used to
Our side of the
always
building's
like
clear. We're
switch up
coming out.
battle buddies so that the
Copy,
new
get our
private
security.
would be my battle buddy. Because that way I can teach them and I can look after them myself.
I got northeast.
Alright, button hook right.
The left looks clear, buddy.
Wayne, come up second floor.
You're such a meaner. Leave my sergeant alone.
RPG gunner down 100 meters northwest of Bravo's pause, rooftop.
Second floor is clear.
Contact behind the
There you
Copy.
go.
Marking, and then we're moving back to Bravo.
Somebody watch this corner.
Hudson Gray, hold the street. Myself and Square clear.
Someone watch that
Back
corner.
to the building. Marking it.
Ace interaction. Tag.
Tag, yeah.
Alright, get out of this fucking
Jesus.
kill zone.
Mike's down!
We're in behind the doors, and you can use them as somewhat hard cover. Bravo, this is Alpha. Mike is down.
CLS.
Top. Specialist Gray.
Alright, we're gonna
He's
be
my
right.
he's my Rada 2.0.
Hold security for Mike. Concealment, no cover. I'm gonna pop a smoke.
I love his enthusiasm. He's 100 miles an hour.
Copy, I'm on you.
But you know, we just gotta pull them reins. I'd rather pull the reins than fucking try to pep them up.
On the road. Copy. Alright, push up to the intersection.
Copy.
Scratch 1.
Alpha check in.
I'm gonna start
Again.
Green break. Shooter 3-story.
Covering west.
Shooter 3-story north, forward by Alpha.
Alright, let's see how they
Affirm,
do
holding west,
this.
set to cross.
This danger crossing.
Shooter down on that 3-story.
Copy, shooter down.
Alpha, this is Bravo. We're pushing across the street.
You want me to keep suppressing the guy in the rooftop or no?
Off copies, we're taking our last building here.
And they've been told that this is clear, so
Friendly in the building, friendly in the building.
their exercise is just on this half of the road. So.
Moving.
Get fucking owned.
Grace cross. Moving in compound left.
Somebody's going left.
I'm checking behind this building.
I got a second opening. Cover. I need someone with me.
Back
Oh,
of building
boy.
clear.
Please work.
I'm going up to the roof. If you do shots
Moving to
and
the
I
C-story.
don't respond, I'm dead.
By the way, did we
I may have moved in to the west.
right in front of the front door?
Contact left, first story just over the wall. He dropped down.
Copy.
The first floor is not clear.
RB, I'm on you, let's
More
take
coming
that.
out. I'm gonna move up and throw a frag. Keep suppressing.
Hey, watch it! Watch it!
First story. First story.
I'm gonna open the door and then buy
Get
it.
off that. Oh! Assholes. That's good. There's no bueno, boys.
All right, keep your eyes on that 1-story door.
You missed it. It's okay.
2-story.
Keep an eye on west.
Sergeant Clark, you have a contact around the building to your northwest.
Copy, I'm watching him.
Yeah, MOUT changes the game for sure. Like in MOUT, your fire team is more condensed than they normally would be, right?
We're clearing the 2-story.
So it's like its battle buddies isn't like that. I agree. Fluidity is key. When we're operating in an open environment, then we have a little bit more spacing. So like fixed buddy is more important. But fluidity at all times is what's like really important. Ooh, look at this.
Leave them to clear that, Darby.
Say again?
We're leaving them to clear that. Just hold security.
Square on the outside building for you.
Watch the rooftop to this building to the north.
Alright, we're gonna hold here at this building.
Alright, we're all good.
Come with me.
All right, Alpha.
Copy, collapse on us. We got a single doorway we can go through.
Copy that. Is that 2-story clear?
1/2 is we're tagging.
We're moving into your building
Okay,
now.
leave me alone.
That building that you're on.
I just want to be friends.
Copy that. I'm suppressing him.
Okay, my bad.
You guys
He's
are
on
in
the
the building.
building wall.
Negative, we're on the outside. We're watching the upper area. It's the same style building.
Main wing are moving in right now. Don't move in. Copy that. We're gonna be securing it.
Copy. We're watching that upper balcony doorways. I am. Darby has my security.
Whoa!
He's still up. He's on the southern wall of the 2nd floor.
Leave me alone!
Hey, Clark, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all set. I just fire from the building across northeast.
Room clear. This room's
Putting back.
Flash out.
Oh, Christ.
You got the hallway clear.
Darby, watch that. Just watch that door window.
He's down. He's down. I got him. Bravo, we're all set. Me and Darby are moving up to second floor now.
Damn!
Moving up. Contact
Engaging direct north
I
2
guess he
story.
wasn't talking about me when he said they were down.
Opening
I can't
left
see.
door.
He's down.
Is that compound clear? Hudson and Greg?
Yeah, we just cleared the 2 story coming out.
Copy. Pushing this compound with us.
Bravo, this is Alpha.
Copy. The buildings to our north are not clear.
Copy. We should
Building
probably
is clear.
simultaneously
1 story
clear
the
this
2 story
huge
direct
warehouse
north. We
break.
just dropped contact
I
at.
have eyes on a doorway on the west side.
Copy that, Alpha. We are currently clearing 2 buildings in this compound that we took contact from, and then we'll regroup with you.
Understood. We'll hold security on this building so nobody runs out.
Be advised, I
Let's
have.
see. Darby, go to that right-hand side. We're holding this for security-wise.
I am all yellow. That frag hit me.
We need to call micro negatives.
Just engage contact top left 2nd story to our north, holding it.
Is there anybody on you or no?
Copy. You guys hold
Negative,
off.
we have eyes on you, though.
I'm gonna move to you, Darby. I don't want to get too bunched up.
Yeah, cover the corner.
We're going to be clearing this big warehouse with Bravo. We're just waiting currently. They're clearing remaining contacts out of their buildings.
Are they clearing the
Greg,
building
you guys cleared
directly
the
in front of
two-story
me?
to our north.
Because I just saw 2 heads.
Copy that.
Window.
Yes, I believe so.
That's
Okay, that
why
must
you
be
Just engage
keep
Bravo.
somebody coming in
security
the
up,
gate to the
boys.
northeast. He moved.
That wasn't us popping smoke, right?
No, it's one of the AI in the second floor. You can see it coming through.
Alpha.
Up on the walls.
Yeah.
Like
Good reaction to contact. Nice.
Garage or something.
Hostiles, not AI.
Being hit. Don't know from where.
Understood.
Somewhere in the
I
north.
can check the backside.
Good correction.
Hudson, any eyes?
Good
Negative, we're not
fucking
gonna push this yet.
maneuver.
We need to wait for Bravo.
Sounds like they got him. All right, Hudson, stay there.
Wait, one. Did we clear the small building?
Clark, are you
Yeah, you did.
I'm good. Let's
Zeus,
push
can you
down.
get back on me?
A second for my X.
2-story clear coming out. 2 friendlies.
Alpha,
coming
Alpha.
Moving to check. Story, then we'll clear it. Clear.
Yeah, wait. I
We're
got
clearing
eyes
the
on
2
that
stories.
first room. It's clear. The first room looks
We're
clear.
advised
And
there's
there's a
still
door.
someone
So
active on the
watch
road
it.
somewhere.
It's
We lost
open.
him.
We would need to check the backside, unfortunately.
It's around the back.
Holding.
I can come with you.
There's a guy with a PKM. Hey, throw a flashbang. No, we don't have one.
Copy.
I have a grenade.
I can throw
Walk it.
No windows here, are there? Okay, good.
grenade out.
Right.
Go, go.
Seems to be okay.
For love and country! Did I just break my game?
Back up to that other corner. As long as you know. Copy. That's all we need.
That was really good. Nobody tried to fucking go
Bravo
heads up
Alpha,
against me.
Yeah, they're good to vault the wall, but they
Bravo's on.
should probably
Okay,
do it
Bravo.
as south as they can.
You know how many times if I ran that
the
drill,
exterior
how
of
many
this
people would
warehouse
try to
clear
peek to shoot me?
We have
Like, that
confirmed
was
hostiles
really
in
nice.
the large warehouse, but you should be able to hop the wall between us, Break. We've cleared the exterior of this warehouse.
Copy that, Alpha. We are just clearing the last building in this compound, and then we are going to be pushing to that warehouse.
Hey, firm. You'll probably have a single door. We're going to be going in through the gate.
Copy that.
Cap would have liked that. The fact that when they opened the door that nobody was standing in the opening.
To our west. And clearing with Alpha.
That was good shit.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Alright, push through this
I
doorway.
should start actually
to the west
writing
side of the
some of this
compound.
stuff down.
Send again.
Alpha, this is Bravo. We're pushing through
Moving.
to
your compound now.
We can open that door.
Hey, firm. We have your.
We got a guy.
You have the other side of the wall covered.
Lost him. He
Should I just
scurried
shout
back
over
to
to
the road,
them
and
that
we
they
never
can vault
found
the
him.
wall?
Just pass it along to their TL.
Yeah.
Just cover it. Make sure nobody pops out a window or something as they jump over.
I have a bold idea.
No, that's what
Alright?
it sounds like when I open Notepad.
It's called two of us do it at the same time, and then one looks south, one looks north.
Shut
Let's
up.
do it.
Shut up, little Mary.
Their vaults.
Alpha has covered. I
they
did
over?
not climb this wall.
Yeah, they're over.
Yeah, they're relax
you
on
gotta
me.
get
We're gonna
rest
push
from
on the gate.
Clarky.
Alpha, it's Bravo. I have 2 men in the compound with you. Myself, another guy is flanking around on the road.
Zuski, back up to that. Back up. Oh, fuck. Hey, firm. We just opened the garage door and mitigated 1 contact break.
You almost.
All right, Bubba. I'm gonna go kick some pork chops after this is over.
Good thing you know how to know your targets.
Oh,
Alpha,
Cop, if you're still there, I'm actually recording.
Wait for the warehouse, or do you want both of us clear at the same time?
The interior looks pretty open break. Do you have a doorway on your side, or is it just a single garage door?
We have a single man door on our side.
Hey, firm, if you can push that man door at the same time as us, as pushing the garage door, we're getting suppressed pretty heavy by the contact.
Hey, we have friendly press. We need clear from this side.
Negative, we're gonna drill
Copy that, make
breach
sure we
with
don't fucking shoot each
Bravo.
other. I'm gonna stay out with Doc.
Oh my god.
Alpha's Bravo, we're pushing in now. Backside.
I just looked at this
I'm moving up to the northwest.
notepad that I had written down, and I have Havoc 1 vehicle limits. This was back in the day.
Left window.
RG-33 is 12 men. Armed RG-33, 13 men.
Alpha, this is Bravo. Contact in the observation
Armed
center.
Max Pros, 13. Blackhawks, 16, including pilot.
HE in the other window.
Chinook, 29, including pilot.
I'm pushing up.
This was old
Alpha,
as
Bravo, we
shit.
got the left side.
Alpha copies, we're going up.
Home security on the
Alpha's gonna be
northwest.
going up. Gray, how's it looking out there?
Northwest looks clear.
Looks like Alpha has it.
Coming back out.
What is Arch doing over there?
Moving to you.
Copy. Alpha's Bravo, we were pushing outside for outside security.
Alpha copies, we're collapsing on you. Is that this entire section clear?
That's an A-firm. That's the end of this side of the road.
A-firm, we'll rally on you and we'll do a quick debrief.
Rally on me for a debrief. Bravo, rally on me.
Tagging.
Rally out.
Outstanding.
Really where?
Pop green smoke.
Green.
Rally on green smoke.
Copy.
Uh-huh.
Because he's using the M203.
Because Hudson isn't compensating for anything.
And also, I'd love to be able to range further than 200.
Is this everyone from that was spectating? There he is. Alright, well, I want to open it up to the spectators. I want your guys' feedback first, before I mention anything myself. So, LTs, Sergeant Heckman, all yours.
Somebody bleeding?
First thing I got is fucking excellent job as far as target acquisition. Every time I showed my face, it promptly got shot off. That was very impressive. Liked it. And I tested you guys' perimeter multiple times. Every time I tested it, I immediately got my face shot off again. Again, good job. So overall, though, I was spending the vast majority of the time RCing, so I did not have much in the way of tactics go. So that's all I got.
Thank you, XO. Sergeant Heckman.
Yes. Thank you, Sergeant. I was the MG that was like when you open the door and I just put 2 boxes through that doorway. That shit is how you want to do it. First of all, you open the door and I couldn't see you, so if anybody is gonna do what I did, I mean I just kept hosing. Like if you would have peeked, you would have got shot. But you guys were just letting those bullets go by. They're not a danger to you, right? You guys were calm. You were collected. You called out the weapon system. You talked about your plan. You got your frag in there. You got that shit deep, like super deep, and nearly plunked me on the goddamn forehead. So, but that shit, that's all correct. Nobody tried to go heads up with me because you would have lost. Okay, so really, really good shit on that. Your use of throwables throughout was really nice. I really appreciated every time I heard a frag go off. I heard like a checkup on the other team. You don't know if that's a friendly frag or not. So, but that caring, that's what's gonna make us fucking strong. Okay, sustain the living shit out of that. Communication was fantastic. Movement was good. Sergeant Bateman, again, this just goes back. Make sure that you wrangle your guys, right? Make sure that we're keeping an eye on you guys and stuff like that. But good shit going to track him down yourself. Like, don't send somebody else to do it. You're the team leader. That's your job, right? So, shit like that happens. I get lost in playing this game for a long time. So don't sweat it, Private Darby. You kicked ass tonight, by the way, Private. So good shit. You're home now. Like Havoc 1 is fucking glad to have you. I know I speak for everybody. Welcome. Like this is your family now. So we got your back. That's yep. Yeah, definitely who on that one. So that's pretty much all I had. I mean, that was fucking good shit. Every time I went to Zeus, reaction to contact, and I'm not talking about like the afterwards. I'm talking about the literal how we react when we get shot. Like it is a problem that I've been like seeing for since I've been back. Not even just as platoon sergeant, but back playing this game like through the FTX cycle and everything. People get shot at and they don't move. They don't do nothing. You guys did. I shot at you guys and you guys immediately took cover. I would like empty a mag and then I would go and I'd look for you again and you're not there. Like where the fuck are you? Okay, so keep that shit up. At one point, there was a target engaging. The guy just stayed behind the wall. Let his fucking buddy flank. That's what we do. We are not out here to get the fucking glory of the kill, right? Like the only glory in the kill is when you kill somebody that's shooting at your buddy, right? That's what we're all about. We're about assisting each other. So good fucking shit right there. Fire and maneuver. It was fantastic. If somebody's shooting at you, you don't have to shoot back. You can say like, yeah, that guy's second story window. Roger. Alpha's got eyes. Boom. Motherfucker's dead. Like that's the shit we want to keep on doing, right? We're one unit. We are one platoon. So out fucking standing job with that shit. I'm like fucking blown away. You guys are fucking kicking ass. It's probably because Sergeant O'Connell wasn't here to bog you guys down. So spread your wings and flies, boys. Okay. So good fucking shit. That's all I got. Lieutenant Milius.
Oh, thank you. Honestly, just to echo everything here, I couldn't
a raging boner of
so, I mean, you guys are obviously paying attention. I know this
Stop.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay, how about that? How about now?
There we go.
We got here.
Jesus Christ, have mercy. Okay. You basically everything that was said. Yeah, I couldn't really get an angle on you guys, though. I noticed. I think this may be a unique circumstance here. As a fire team, you really need to make sure how far away you get. Moreover, how far your fire teams get away from each other. A lot of these buildings are really fucking big, and they're definitely not a two-person clear. So utilize the other fire team for your security if you're going into a building is something that, is really important, so that you don't have to, have a buddy team posted outside, right? But that's even probably something smaller because you guys handled it. Yeah, good job, guys.
And to touch back on that, thank you, LT. To touch back on that, Sergeant Bateman, I believe that you called for the hold on the outside of this compound that we're on right now, or this building. This is obviously a fucking big motherfucker, right? This is Walmart. So you held and you waited for another team. Like that's the shit that I'm talking about. That's that cohesion. That's that attachment to each other. If we have a maneuver or a town that can't be taken with the squad and we wait for another squad, it works all the way up. Like if we were able to put multiple platoons, it'd be the same way. We'd be one fucking unit. So keep that shit up. Like that shit just makes my day, and I'm super fucking proud. So again, that's all I got. Enough preaching. I'll get off my soapbox.
All right, Sergeant Clark, did you have anything you noticed?
I think we did that very well.
Big boy voice.
There. I think we did that very well. The one thing that I had was all on me is coming to these last two compounds for Bravo.
Good shit.
I kind of got the team a little separated.
Only
My original
mistake.
intent was for one buddy team to clear out one of the buildings and one buddy team to hold outside security. But while they were clearing that building, we were taking a lot of fire from this additional compound. So it just ended up myself and Segura pushing in to eliminate those targets. It's a tough situation there because I hate to get that far separated between buddy teams, but at the same time, I want to stop getting shot at and stop having the other team get shot at while they're trying to clear the buildings. So it was just a different scenario than what we faced before, and I think as a team we all worked well, and as a squad we worked well to clear out this whole lot of buildings.
I definitely agree with that. Thank you. The only thing I noticed for my team is just I got a little bit too loose with my guys, and we got a little bit spread out. But that was fixed, and we were able to at almost every single instance we were able to stay in buddy teams, and as per usual, buddy teams were able to switch up and flow with cohesion. Everybody was buddied up with each other at one point. That's exactly what needs to happen in MOUT environments. It's you grab the guy that's closest to you to get whatever job needs to be done, security or clearing. With that said, I thought this entire FTX here went pretty well, but I'll open that up to the floor. Does anybody else have any comments or concerns that they saw?
In OSIT, we were told that with the 249s, we're not supposed to just rapid fire for 2 seconds straight, like the 3 to 5 second burst. If we're clearing a compound like this and there's a guy in a roof, are we clear to just unload as long as his head's just above cover?
I'd still prefer you keep it in controlled bursts to conserve ammo to a point. There's only so many 249 rounds that you're going to be able to fire that are belt fed before you have to start throwing Stanag mags in, which is obviously not ideal. So
hey, Mr. Clean.
Keep it in bursts,
What's up,
but if you still see his head and you're able to,
Thanks for
and
the
you feel
follow.
like you can
Enjoy
engage
your
him,
little dancing
by all means, drop him.
Roger.
I have a question for Ares, but it's not important. It's just for the end.
Well, doesn't seem like anybody else has a comment or question, so go ahead.
I just had a question about one guy that I'm assuming you guys were controlling. This last gate of the compound over there. I was holding with Hudson, and somebody poked their head in on that gate from the road, and I fired at him from the hip, and we never found a body. What happened to that guy?
Basically, he saw that I saw that gate was locked down and held, so I ran around to the side over here, jumped the fence, and shot at you from another angle.
Gotcha, so that was you. Okay, I just wondering if because we went to the road to try to look for that guy, and then I'm assuming you, again, popped up on the side and we got you down. I just wanted to make sure we didn't lose him completely.
Nope, I got killed.
Good
right,
shit, Specialist Gray, though. You know, we don't assume, right? We wanna verify.
That was it. Thank you, LT.
Alright, with that said, I have nothing else. We're not going to be continuing on to Battle Drill. That can
Where did
be
my iPro go?
covered in the following training. I thought today was exceptionally, like the whole night went exceptionally well. The more instructional portions earlier on, they without a doubt are why this FTX went so smoothly. All the basics were covered, and for the most part, every single basic was put into this FTX, and we were able to basically run through this a lot faster than I was expecting. And to my knowledge, I don't think we had anybody knocked out. Is that correct, Bravo? Except for Doc. Okay, so like our awesome medic. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for
they shot,
Havoc 1.
They shot pretty much through me and hit him. And he went down, I didn't.
Good.
Gotcha. So what we're chalking that up to is Havoc 1 has tougher guys. Got it.
Got it.
What's your word, Sergeant Bateman?
I just had a limp after. I even killed the guy. I turned around and he's just laying there on the ground.
He wasn't even hit. He was just sleeping. So
Yeah.
He got tired.
All right. Well, with that said, guys, that is all I am going to hold you here for. You guys are free to disconnect and have a good rest of your night. Thank you, Exo. Thank you, Sergeant Heckman, and Lieutenant Milius for helping with Ares.
Alright, stream. Good fucking shit tonight. Out's fucking standing. Thank you guys for sticking it out. We had good viewership tonight. Thank you for the new follows. For those of you watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And then whatever the hell all the other big YouTubers say, I forget, like, follow, and subscribe, I think. Something like that. Anyways, you guys know what to do. I am out of here.